When last we left our heroes, Denier the Catman Wizard, Nara the Drow Sorceress, Old Man, Asmo the Killer Sneck, and Wolfgang the Angelic Warlock had arrived at a cavern populated by gnolls, believing it to be the entrance to the hidden lair of Solomon Liebentod, the god of the undead. Unsurprisingly, for such a lair, the party found the gnolls outside its entrance to be nothing but shambling zombies. However, these zombies seemed to be under the odd effect of some enchantment magic and acting as one consciousness. Quickly dispatching the few keeping watch outside the cave, the party came to the horrific discovery that they were only a small number compared to the horde that came pouring forth from the dark caverns. Facing down a swarm of ravenous creatures was no small feat and left Asmo's dread wyvern Nara heavily wounded. But when the dust settled, all that remained of the horde were piles of assorted viscera. Venturing into the caverns, the gnolls once called home, they found the remains of a horror show, as hundreds of villagers seemed to have been torn to pieces by the undead. Venturing further, the party discovered the decapitated heads of a drow hunting party deeper in the caverns. They spoke the words of an undead illithid who seemed all too keen on keeping the party where they were. With an arcane explosion, the heads caused a cave-in, injuring some of our heroes and trapping them in the illithid's tomb of terror. What will they do now? Yes, they'll do that.
I mean, hard to say, really.
Buddy.
What does muffled sound through rocks?
So, as the cave-in subsides and the tremors kind of settle out, Nara, Asmo, both of you were absolutely pummeled by these falling rocks, whereas Wolfgang and Denier were able to hide off in a small little cove off to the side.
Oh.
And all the way in the bottom corner. There we are.
Oh, okay. I was like, I can't see anything.
I'd imagine not. You're covered in rubble.
I gotta
It's
zoom
dark,
out.
and you were absolutely crushed by a bunch of rocks. And in fact, you're both you and Asmo, Asmo significantly more than you, are relatively pinned down.
Oh, great.
My dude got knocked out in the back of the head with a nat 1. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you were hit by like the brunt of it.
You got back of the head and hard.
So
my hit points are at 0.
Then Asmo is unconscious.
I know, it was just set to 0 when I logged on my thing. It's just like, oh.
Oh, well, I remember you took, God, I wish
took a
I wrote
lot
it down at the end of the last episode.
Actually, I can answer this question because of, we have a friend in the Discord which actually keeps track of damage every week. Asmo took 32 points of damage last week, but it does not count. That did not, I don't know if he got healed any.
He would have taken 32 points from the rubble, because I remember it being 30-something.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll go down to 61 because I actually didn't take any damage in that initial fight because I was playing chase the whole time.
All right.
Wait, no. I did take some damage in the initial fight. What are you talking about? I only took a little bit because I was blocking so much of it. Sorry. Blah, 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 blah. My brain.
Either way, both Nara and Asmo are pinned down under rocks. The Chronosaur little ass, his tail is currently pinched under some rocks, and he's just kind of like nosing some of the rubble. Denier and Wolfgang, you are the only ones completely unhindered at the moment.
Denier's moving over and he's trying to help little ass get the rocks off his tail.
All right, how do you intend to do so?
Well, I was thinking about potentially lifting him off with my minuscule muscles. If need be, I can also use my staff as a fulcrum to wedge the rocks off of its tail.
Athletics with advantage then.
Okie doke. 6.
Give me an animal handling if you wouldn't mind.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Okey-doke.
boy.
I fed him last time.
thank
21.
21.
21.
You managed to accidentally pinch his tail a bit more, but you're able to kind of like back away as his teeth come in to just kind of like snap at you and your staff. It doesn't seem to be going at you as an aggressor, but he does not believe that you are helping at the moment.
All right. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to try to pull Asmo out of the rubble.
Big strong Wolfgang.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make sure he's not like.
Yeah, there are a lot of rocks piled on him. You're actually worried that pulling him straight out might actually cause further damage.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
I'll say, if you do wish to move him, it probably involve moving some rocks and stuff. But go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Yeah, I'll move the rocks. I was looking to see if this was actually crushing him in place. So here I go. 16.
16 kind of like move some of the rocks that are pinning him down out of place. He's still bleeding pretty heavily, but it looks like he's no longer in danger of the rocks further collapsing on him by the way that you move them. Asmo, you still got your leg kind of stuck near the back, but your torso is about free.
Okay.
Oh, God, what happened? Ugh.
There was screaming, and then a cave-in happened.
Considering how many times we've been in caves, I'm surprised this doesn't happen more often.
It looks like you're out of danger for the moment. I'm gonna go see about Nara.
Please do. Oh, God.
Hi. How you doing?
Better than you.
Yeah, no shit.
All right. Does she look similarly, sort of like crushed in place?
Not nearly
like-
as bad as Asmo was. Asmo was almost completely covered by the rubble. Nara, it kind of looks like from her lower back down was kind of caved in around. Her head looks like it took a few rocks, but it's mostly her lower body that's pinched under rocks right now.
Okay. I will try to liberate her as well.
All right, since Nara has arms free, you can make this athletics with advantage.
Oh boy.
Whoop.
Soft 20.
Yeah.
Nara, you are free from your rocky confinement. As the rocks kind of clatter around and echo around the cave. I want everybody to make me a perception check.
Oh
Okay.
jeez.
25.
Nat 20, 26.
Oh my god.
17.
Come on, perception. Go off. Go off, perception. Come on. There we go. 23.
Very nice.
Everybody hears this. Wolfgang, you're kind of like the last to pick up on it. But as the echoes of the clattering rocks that you move just kind of cease, you can still kind of hear what... It's very reminiscent of the clattering that you heard. Nara, Denier, you can make this sound out pretty well, especially Nara, just given experience. It is the sound of clattering bones as they are shambling against the rock deeper within this cave. To Denier's ear, it sounds like the footfalls of at least 7 different creatures.
Denier's ears twist and swivel a little bit as he tilts his head to the side. I'm hearing at least 7 up ahead.
Skeletons.
Oh, that can't be
Come from
good.
hell.
Ugh.
And as they get just like a bit closer, the sounds kind of stop.
Why? How? What?
That all you know is that you hear them stop their march.
I think we might have a welcoming party waiting for us.
Little
don't
ass
really-
is able to slip its tail out from under the rocks and starts licking it.
Oh, is little ass still stuck?
Little ass got its tail free and is now licking its wounds. Its tail looks bruised and a bit bloodied.
But not too bad.
We
Yeah,
gotta get Asmo out.
Yeah, Asmo's still kind of trapped.
Oh, right. I'll go deal with that, maybe.
Nara's gonna try her
Or rather,
best
you
to help.
can help me.
I'll
I should
help
say.
you. I'm gonna help you.
All right, Wolfgang, athletics with advantage.
That's a 13.
His legs are jammed back there.
Denier?
Got him good down there.
Yeah.
Can-
Denier pokes his head around little Az.
Maybe you can help with this.
And she also pats little ass to be like, hey, and kind of gestures at Asmo and the rocks, hoping he'll get it.
Little ass is like, he feels confined. Like, he does not have a lot of room to move and does not seem to have the wherewithal to shrink.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
I might be able to do something magically, but it's gonna take a lot out of me to do it.
Can
Why
I
don't
just can I
you
try and just get out myself? Sorry, I didn't.
Sure, go ahead.
Didn't
and
know if I
give
had to wait
me-
for somebody.
Go ahead and give me either an acrobatics or athletics of your choosing.
Acrobatics, it is 27.
Okay.
All right, you managed to, like, using what flexibility you still have as a serpent. You're able to kind of like twist your leg. It hurts a bit as you're like pulling things free. You get caught on a few things, but you manage to wiggle yourself free from the confinement as you kind of like crawl your way out from under.
You could have done that the whole time.
Well, you have to forgive me. I got hit in the back of the head.
All right. You okay?
I'll be okay. You doing okay?
I mean, I'm bleeding a little, but it's fine. Mostly.
Part of the course.
We've got company.
Oh, great. So I sort of forgot to, bring any health potions.
Boy.
Do you still have those, like, magic fingers, Wolfgang?
I can use it a couple more times, yes.
Denier digs into his pouch and he pulls out a small bandolier, showing 6 health potions.
Oh! What? When did you get that?
I've been collecting them for a little while now.
Of course you have. No, I'm grateful for that. Can I, have some?
Take as many as you need. And Denier's going to reach out with a bit of cloth and he's going to wipe away a bit of Asmo's blood. And he's going to stuff the bloody rag into his bag.
Of course he is.
I see what you're doing, you little snakester.
Denier just grins a little bit.
I'm gonna take 2 if you don't care.
And
Is this health potions?
Yeah, normal health
Yeah.
potions.
Oh,
How-
jeez, oh man, I just don't want to waste them right now.
Take what you need, dude.
we don't know if it'd be wasting or not.
That's the problem. That's why I'm like, I don't know if I should take them or not. I took OC. I've taken like 1/3 damage. So I
I'm
don't know.
taking more than that, so I'm gonna take 2. How many d6?
2d4 plus 2 for a regular healing potion.
2d4 plus 2.
I'll take 1 just so if I go down, someone can force feed it to me.
Okay,
But
that helps a little.
I'll probably be on if people go down, I'll be on healing light duty.
And as they take potions, Denier wanders by and takes a little bit of blood from each of them. Just a little wipe of cloth along one of their wounds. And he stuffs them away.
For later.
Yep.
Can I don't know how I feel about that.
If you wish to avoid it, that would be, I believe, perception versus sleight of hand.
I mean, I'm not exactly trying to hide it.
Okay. All right. Fine. Take my blood, you weirdo.
Why do you want everyone's blood? The fuck you doing?
Well, should we be separated, this allows me to find you. And when the three of us go back home, it's going to help us find you.
Oh.
Just like he digs into his bag and he pulls out a couple other rags. Just like this is going to help me find Deus when you want to get at him. Or,
You'd be
well,
such a good assassin if you wanted to.
Well, I try not to fuck with wizards.
always good to have one around. I've
Never
got
good to
Dave.
have one as an enemy.
Wolfgang, from your angle, make me a perception check.
I was
My
curious how many-
angle?
I was also curious how many potions
Oh,
do you
no.
have in equipment? Like, because I just didn't know if taking too many would be bad or something.
Right now I have 3 left.
Well, let's hold on to them for right now. I should be okay.
I don't know how many the rest of the party has, but Daenerys been
I have-
collecting and saving.
I have 1 now. Also, that was a 15 on my perception.
All right, with a 15, between the crack of that boulder that fell down and the stalagmite that's
no.
stretching up, you can get the glimpse of another drow head sitting on a pike. Its eyes kind of scanning the area. It has not noticed you yet.
Another one of those bloody drow heads on a pike.
Oh, yeah, that's probably not great,
Oh boy.
indication-wise.
I'm assuming the conversation didn't go so well.
Yeah, I don't think so. Wait, does that mean all the drow are probably dead then?
No idea.
Daenerys saw one that was up and moving around.
The guide. Huh. I mean, we're gonna have to cross paths with that thing eventually. Or if its eyes see us, does the hive mind know that we're there?
I'd only have to assume.
Is there any way we can take it out without...
Destroy it before it sees us.
Exactly.
I could try.
Unless we
But-
try a trick that they haven't seen before.
Like what?
Well, I have, let's just say, friends that they've never seen before.
I'm sorry. Am I misremembering the little bits of void metal that we got fashioned into our anti-brain stuff? That blocked out some psychic stuff that was trying to mess with us, correct?
It gave you resistance to certain psionic effects. Yes.
Ooh.
Let's put on those void metal things.
That's probably not a bad idea.
Nara will get out and put on her little circlet.
Unfortunately, Asmo, you're gonna have to go without.
Alright, well, so be it.
Daenerys puts on a spike doctor mask.
The drow's
Put on
eyes
my halo.
the drow's eyes continue to kind of like scan back and forth. I'm gonna give it a perception check now if you would like to hide, Wolfgang.
Yeah, I might as well. Citaris! 17.
As its eyes glance across the opening that you first spotted it through, you're able to kind of like duck out of the way just before its eye line meets you.
Undead.
Asmo whispers in his ear. That's a question. Is it undead? Because Asmo didn't see it.
Oh, I mean, it's just a head.
It's
so-
a head on a spike, Asmo.
No. Well, Asmo doesn't see it, so I'll have to assume you're telling the truth.
I could try and pepper it from far away, but I don't know what that'll do or if it'll alert it. How resilient this thing is. Should I go for it?
Above game, this is like an alarm thing, yeah?
We have no idea.
We've just
Fuck.
seen it, and then it like yelled at us, and then the cave caved in.
I can only assume it's some sort of alarm function meant to bring undead to our location. But that is an assumption.
Magical in nature, obviously. I wonder if it can be blinded, then it doesn't see us, or it can be deafened, so it doesn't hear us. That's where I'm like,
If it's connected to the hive mind, if it suddenly drops the connection, then isn't it going to know it's gone anyway?
Wait a minute, do I have... No, I don't. Never mind. Not sure. All this psychic shit is new to me.
Huh.
I'm all for blasting it.
Alright, we're blasting it.
well, if one of us got a blasting ability, it's the two blasters, so I'm just going to be quiet and run in front of shit one at a time. So Wolfgang pulls out his gun. It's always hilarious, because I just imagine it's like the Dirty Harry gun in my head. It's just that big fucking gun.
You gotta ask yourself one question. You feel lucky?
No, you shot me.
Lamau.
That's not what he said, but it would have been more fitting.
Well, did you deserve getting shot?
Lamau.
I guess, yeah, I'm too far away to get it right now, but if I could try to Eldritch Blast it.
That'd be better than necrotic, I would imagine.
Alright, so am I doing this?
I think so.
Your call.
Alrighty. Gonna... While this thing's head, I'm assuming it's sort of just like eyes are shifting towards one way and then slowly shifting towards another.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a moment while it is not looking my way to pop out and Eldritch Blast it.
All right, go ahead and fire away.
25.
25 will in fact hit a stationary head.
That is 11 points of force damage.
With 11 points of force damage, you pop around the corner, poof, zoop, and the what remains of the innards of the head, as well as a lot of the outer, is blown across the wall behind it.
Shit. That was fucking easy.
As the Eldritch Blast echoes against the wall, once again you hear the clattering of bony feet.
Ah, shit.
Oh. I'll bring the barrel of Requiem to my mouth and I'll go.
Nice.
After a few moments, the clattering kind of stops.
Okay. Nara's gonna make like grabby hand gesture at little ass. Like come to mommy.
Come on, get tiny. This is too small.
Animal handling.
Okay. Come to mama, baby. 10.
Its big ol' head just kind of goes in and nuzzles you.
Okay. Hi, hello, baby. Oh, yes, thank you. Okay. Shit.
Actually shoves you back about 5 feet.
Oh my gosh.
Daenerys pulls out a ration and waves it as he's starting to walk away.
Animal handling with advantage.
Ooh.
19.
Nice.
Little ass looks up. It does not have dark vision, so it can't quite see you, but it can, like, you hear it go sniff, like sniffing the air.
Sniff.
Nara, it does its best to step over you, but I will make you ask you for a dexterity save.
Oh my god. 14?
You're fine.
Okay, thank God.
He's sniffing around trying to find the food.
What can Daenerys
And-
see around the corner?
Assuming he's looking that direction, he sees that.
Cool.
Where he's at. Little ass cannot see you, Daenerys. And now he smells blood.
Oh shit.
Stomp.
Nara's gonna-
Stomp.
Little ass. No.
She's gonna try and stop
And
him.
gets stuck here.
Why stuck?
The space is not large enough for him to pass through.
Nara's gonna
There.
make like
Kind of bonks his
Get-
head on the roof of the cave, too.
tiny gestures again.
Cannot see you.
God dingles.
Ah, jeez. I
He
need to
is
like.
he is a big dinosaur that does not have dark vision.
I
my
cast
God.
dancing lights, and I have the orb swirl around Nara.
How often?
The
do
use
we
for dancing
recreate-
lights.
How often do we recreate Meet the Robinsons scene? Really, it's
Oh
rare
my
when it happens, but when it happens, it's a wonderful moment.
It's true.
Alright, as soon as the lights appear, little ass's eyes go down and focus directly on Nara.
And she's like gesturing like big, small, points at the papoose.
Animal handling with advantage.
Thank God.
20.
20! Soft 20.
20.
Pew pew.
Yay!
It walks up to you, kind of wiggles.
There
Gets a
we
bit smaller, about the
go.
size of a toddler.
There's my little baby. Okay, come here. Okay. Oh, there you
And
go.
as you reach under his tiny little arms, he shrinks further until you can lift him up and fit him in the papoose.
Oh, thank
Mr.
God.
Elliot.
It's been big for a while, so hopefully little ass will sleep for a minute.
Dinner gives a positive reinforcement ration snack and a head pat.
That'll do.
Just mindlessly chews on the beef jerky. All right. Do you dispose of the dancing lights? Or do you
Sure.
continue them.
Since everybody here has dark vision, unless we need it, I can bring them out at any time.
I can
Alright.
too, so we should be good.
And I am going to stealth
Excellent.
as we begin moving forward.
Asmo as well.
Stealth checks sound like a fine idea.
Nat
Yeah,
20,
definitely.
27.
Oh, nice.
Daenerys is one with the darkness.
With advantage, 20, a natural 20 as well.
Not the case though. With that 11, your
I'm
legs are.
gaslighting you.
Well, that's not going to work.
I got an 8.
Both Asmo and Nara, both of your legs are still feeling kind of like wiggly and a bit weak, so you're not feeling as dexterous as usual when it comes to slinking through the shadows. You feel a bit heavy-footed.
That's a 14 for me.
Nice.
Wolfgang, you're doing your best. All right. Now what?
Now what
Trick
indeed?
Great question, Nick. Great. Okay. Nara's gonna take a little pee pee poo over here.
Little
All right,
pee-pee
give me a
poo.
perception check.
25.
God,
I
perception's
know.
so weak.
I know.
Especially in the dark. Nara, at the... let's see. You can see... From there, I'm trying to see exactly how far you see. Hold on. Oh, that covers a wall. Yeah, you see about this from that angle.
Whoa. Amazing.
Holy shit.
I love my perception so much.
Actually, hold on. That's not... Wait. Oh, that's getting rid of things. Damn, you roll 20. Come on. Why is it... Okay. This tool is called Reveal, not Hide.
I don't know.
That's as far as you can see in your visual cone from there.
Kind of looks like there might be a branching path down the way.
Hmm.
Can't tell for sure, though.
Oh, we're about to find out.
Asmo just slowly starts walking forward.
Is there anything over
Along the wall.
where I am, by the way?
What was that?
Is there anything up on this upper area, by the way?
Nothing but some discarded pieces of drow skull, bits of blood, both dried and fresh, and rubble.
Okay. Then, gonna follow suit with, Asmo.
Alright.
Do, Mission Impossible.
Nara, you get there, and you're able to see what looks to be a mostly skelefied knoll. Standing atop a small, hard to even really call it a cliff face, but ledge? Atop like a 3-foot ledge.
You said it's a what now?
A mostly skelefied knoll.
Mostly skelefied.
As in, it has a bit of flesh clinging to it, but not a lot.
Does it have, so would I know a skeletal thing, can that take necrotic damage, or is it kind of hit or miss?
Give me an
It's
Arcana
just bones.
check.
Okay.
With advantage.
24.
It can be hurt by necrotic damage, but it
Not
does
as
not
bad.
like it resists it.
Okay. Where are you at? Okay, where are we at? Nara's gonna... Oh, shoot, let me check one more thing. Wait.
It has absolute ass for perception, so it does not seem to have noticed either you or Asmo yet.
Awesome.
Absolute ass.
Nara's just gonna slip in front of Asmo.
1 second, I gotta blow my nose.
Blow your nose. Do it.
As you slip in front of Asmo, you notice its friend next to it.
Oh my god, of course I do. Let's see, and I'm where? Wait. Dingles.
Skelenol 2.
So I'd have to... Okay. So Nara's gonna hop walls.
All right, and as you hop there,
I'm back, sorry.
you notice the head of another drow. And it needs to make a perception check against your stealth,
Quick, change the channel!
staring directly at you. And the skeletons, the two skeletons that you saw seem to hop to attention. And you hear the clattering of bones as they move. You hear more clattering coming down the hallway. And with that, I want everybody to roll me some initiative.
God damn it.
Alrighty.
Awkward wave.
Hey, guys.
5. Hey, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Hi,
Remember us?
everybody! I'm in a bad mood! My monkeys, they escaped!
Oh my god. 17.
They're very angry because I tortured them.
Oh God.
Eto, Ano, natural 1.
Mm.
That's okay.
All right, let me get you guys
That's
in
all
order
right.
here.
Yeah, that's okay.
I've never seen you not get this angry about this. What's going on?
It's been a long life, but
I'm jaded to it. I'm used to it at this point.
Comes with
Hey.
it's like the weather.
Jaded.
Don't stay so jaded. Jaded.
All right. Asmo, you're the first one up.
I am. God, the problem is I don't know what to do in this scenario. If I'm supposed to kill that thing immediately or not. So I'm gonna run up and immediately stab it right in the head.
All right, go ahead and stab the drow.
I'm gonna stab it with a key weapon too. I'm gonna stab this damn thing with. God bless. Oh, I know why. I know why my character sheet wasn't behaving. I used regular Asmo, not broken Asmo for stats. I'm sorry. That is why.
Have to restart, damn it.
No, it's okay. I got my stats back. Oh no! How much damage did I take again?
32.
Ah! Okay. Alrighty. The important thing is we corrected this. Okay. So I'm gonna change my strategy a bit. All right, Asmo's gonna come up here and he's just gonna, with the Chimera Fang, just stab it right in the head and shut it up real quick. Beautiful, and that is 23.
nice.
23 will in fact hit the head on a pike. Go ahead and
Boom. 8 plus 4. Sorry, 8 plus 1. 9 points of damage.
well, it does. No, that would
Oh,
be
right.
nat 20. It does 12 points of damage.
Right.
4 of which is electric. Zapping, lightning.
Woogie, woogie, woogie.
As you walk up to it and brandish your blade and stab into its face, the green, flickering, necrotic energy of its eyes light up with the bright bolts of electricity coming from the Chimera Fang, and then they cease.
Yay. DDD. So then,
All right, you still have more movement and 2 more attacks, I believe. Plus, bonus action.
Nice.
This is the challenge of this one. I moved, so I got 20 more. Well, I'm gonna move. How far up on the ledge is that rat? I guess.
Far enough that you wouldn't be able to reach it with the short sword.
Okay, so if I readied an action right now, would that be okay?
You've used your action to attack.
God damn it. Okay. Then I skip my turn. I don't know what to do, dude. I don't want to put myself in a bad position.
All right.
I just don't want to out-zone myself and get surrounded and lose what the health I have. So I'm gonna have to, I guess, stop there, more or less, until it's safe enough to proceed forward. Because I can't even see those rats from this direction.
You hear more bones clattering and moving from down this way.
Which way is that?
I just pinged it.
Oh, is that not visible to me?
Can you not see pings?
Oh, I can see the pings. I just didn't know if that thing was visible or not.
You can't see. You just hear them coming from that way. Although I can show this now that you're there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
There we go. With that, Nara, you're up.
okay. Let's see. So she's gonna move forward 1, and then Tango Muerte at the knoll, baby.
I think you'd have to move forward 1 more to peer around the corner. Otherwise, you're kind of cut off by the cave wall.
Okay. We good?
I believe so.
Wait. 17?
17 will hit.
Yes. 8 slashing, 4 necrotic.
You throw Tango Muerte up there and slices the thing's arm off. It doesn't even seem to realize that it's gone.
Oh. And the necrotic damage is
Didn't seem to do quite as much, but
something. Okay.
yeah.
Gonna do it again. Boink.
All right.
15?
Yep, 15 just hits as well.
Doink. 9 slashing, 2 necrotic.
And as it starts to make its movement this way, the blade comes back and chink, takes its head off.
Returns to her hand.
If you wish. Tango Muerte returns.
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome, awesome. Out of the corner walks one of these gnolls, and it's going to immediately attack the first thing it comes across. Does a 22 to hit, Asmo?
Luckily, my reaction might block that, so let me just do my math here. Yeah, I'm going to be using my reaction in Defensive Duelist to add my AC, so yes, I will block that.
All right, it tries to snap down on you with its teeth as it kind of walks around. Just a big ol' clattering chomp, which you're able to take the Chimera Fang and just bat its face aside as it tries to slap its jaws down on you, as its arm kind of wheels around and tries to smack you with a club that it's carrying. That will miss, however, as that is only a 14 to hit.
Okay.
And that is its turn.
Didn't know. Thank goodness the dex build was always interesting, but I'm happy to see that it's helping. But man, I still get hit hard when it happens.
Further out, another one walks out.
Oh, here we go.
Once again, trying to attack the first thing it sees.
There we go.
Tries to bite down on you, Asmo. A 10 will not do it.
Yep.
And
No.
then it tries to swing at you with its club as well.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
All right, that is a 23.
Yeah, that's shit. I already used my reaction once, unless it works for the entire turn, which it does not.
Nah, not this one, I'm afraid. And as you brace yourself for the smack, you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage to the side of your head.
Ooh, smack my Asmo. By the way, if I had moved, Nara would have gotten surrounded immediately. So, wipe sweat away.
You're up.
Okie doke. So Daenerys is going to move up to here, and he's going to launch a firebolt at purple.
All right, firebolt away.
28 to hit.
28 will hit.
17 fire damage.
As your head kind of gets smacked out of the way by the other one's club, Asmo, a searing bolt of fire arcs past you and completely decapitates the first gnoll that came up to try to bite you. All that's left is the smell of burning bone and burning fur. Not a pleasant smell, but
Not the
that's
best
the one
smell.
you're left with.
Burnt bones.
But it's the only smell we got.
It's the only smell we got, damn it.
Turn around. Asmo's got 2 air fresheners, but the pine tree one shoved up his nose holes.
Oh, road.
You're a snake, you'd be licking them.
That's true.
Ew.
Don't worry, Asmo, I got your back.
Who designed snakes, some asshole?
I end my turn.
That is Daenerys' turn. All right. That's how far that one makes. All right, Wolfgang, you're up.
All right. It's my turn now. I will move 15 feet up here. And you better believe I'm going to fire some Eldritch Blasts.
Go for it.
Here I go. Where it?
Anyway, he started blasting.
Anyway, I started blasting 23 to hit.
3 will hit.
9 force damage.
You blow off a huge chunk of this thing's shoulder.
Second one.
Several of its bones go clattering.
Ooh. Second one. 11.
That is going to miss as it's reeling back. You take your second shot and it fires against the back of the cave wall.
Alrighty, well I got one more. 27.
27 will hit.
Nice.
For an additional 14 points of force damage.
And as it reels back into place, you basically dry bones it, and it clatters to the ground, just a pile of bones. All right, Asmo, you're back up.
Okay, so now everything's.
You still hear more kind of clamoring from that direction.
So I'm gonna move up 2 spaces. Do I see anything if I move up over to there at all?
As you peer around the corner, you do in fact take a look, and you can see the remaining shambling down that corridor there.
Okay, Asmo is immediately going to pull back, go right in front of Nara, and ready a defensive action immediately.
So you're taking a dodge action?
Like a fighting action. I'm ready to block, essentially. And for this turn, I choose to switch the blade to the shell. Switches back to the shield. And then
So just to be clear, you're not readying an attack. You are readying a...
Oh, I guess Sorry, it's a flavor text. I'm readying an attack, yes.
Okay.
Because I'm going to try and block for Nara now. So...
All right.
Can I stand on top of the body, actually?
Sure, you can stand right where that one was if you wanted.
I was going to say I'll go right here to the one below it.
Okay.
Wait,
I'm going to move it out of the way just for visual sake.
Thank you very much, and that's where I'm going to ready my action. That'll be it.
All right. 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll have to move him out of the way. 30. Go ahead and use your attack.
Oh, it's back. Oh, yeah, that was I'm about to say.
Yeah, it got in range, so go ahead and attack.
Oh, okay. No problem.
Yeah.
You have to forgive me here. It's just bong, nothing.
Miss.
It's not meant to hit shit, luckily.
All right, well, let's see what...
Can cast shield as a reaction once per day, but I haven't used that yet intentionally.
He tries to bite with the shield out. I don't think a 21 is going to hit.
That... I got bad news, Nick. That matches.
Oh, well then it will.
The 8... I got +2 to my AC when I equipped the shield, so I'm up to 21. So I'm going to take a reaction, though, to add my AC to my armor class. So there we go. Now I'm good.
Now it misses. Okay. So you're able to kind of like get its... you're able to block it with the shield as it tries to snap at your face. It tries to reel back and hit you with the club. That's going to be a 24 to hit, so the club will hit.
Clap, 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 clap. Dang. Wish we split that AC in half and block both.
That is 5 points of bludgeoning damage this time as you're cracked in the ribs.
Ow! Oof!
Next up. 1, 2, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh.
Able to get
Oh.
around its...
I was about to say, I was wondering if I was blocking off that path. That's why I was positioning there.
One more further up and you would have, but it can travel through its own companion.
Damn it.
I feel like I'm at a tabletop game and I want to call a judge over. Judge, I need you to look at this map real quick here. I just felt that I felt that feeling in my gut, Nick. My God. All right, that is my turn, I guess.
Good. It's going to attempt to attack you again, Asmo.
No! Go
It's
for
going
Nara!
to miss with its bite,
Thank God!
and the club also misses. So this
Yay!
one misses on both fronts. Nara, you're up.
Wipe sweat away from brow.
We're just gonna Tango Muerte this since it's like right in front of me.
Alrighty.
25.
25 hits.
9 slashing, 3 necrotic.
Once again, you sear off. You kind of shear off pieces of its arm. Take out a couple of ribs.
Oof, nice,
20.
nice.
20 will hit,
Wait. 2 slashing and 3 necrotic.
which is just enough to put it down.
Yes!
As you
Down.
kind of like swipe the blade beneath its spinal column, kind of like cutting it in half, basically.
Nice. Pats Asmo. You got this.
After Nara, that one's dead. I should delete it from the lineup, and that one's dead. Denier, you're up.
Does Denier have sight on red?
Yes.
I'm going to firebolt red.
Go for it.
20.
20 hits.
26 fire damage.
Once again, it erupts into a burning pyre and collapses to the ground.
Denier leans against the wall and he ends his turn with a grin on his face.
Pink walks up, kind of stomps all over the ashes of red, and tries to bite you, Asmo.
Oh, you jerk!
The bite is going to miss.
Yes!
And the club,
Come on.
22 to hit.
Oh, thank God I could use my reaction! Ting!
Defensive duelist will make it so that that will be deflected by the shield.
Thank God. Mitigation.
5, 10, 15.
There's more of them coming.
25. That's, Alright, this thing's gonna try and bite you from around the corner, Asmo.
Judge!
It's within 5 feet. That's the reach. 22 to hit again.
Damn it, that hits me.
And as you're blocking the blow from the club of the other witherling, you take 14 points of piercing damage on the
Oh, fuck!
my
Really?
God.
I use my reaction to projecting ward and take that damage for Asmo.
Thank you.
So as this thing bites down, tries to give a solid bite down onto your arm, you kind of like wince and ready yourself for the pain, but then a crackling arcane ward forms around your arm, and you just hear this static as it tries to bite, but only makes contact with this filament of arcane energy that's surrounding you.
Asmo has the emotional emotional reaction of
The duality of magic.
And then it tries to go for a bonk on the head.
No!
And misses.
Exactly. Because I shouted out.
Wolfgang, you're up.
Alrighty. I'm gonna stay put. Level Requiem on these guys. None of them have really taken any hits, correct?
These two, I don't believe so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna... 2 for pink, 1 for yellow.
All right.
Eldritch Blast, here we go. 13?
Matches, I think.
Alright.
Yes.
Yeehaw! That's a 15 points of force damage.
I know you were saying 2 for pink, but poosh, clatters to the ground.
Oh.
I have to declare him before I fire off, but
Yeah,
if
so
you're...
you fire pow pow, and it's gone.
Oh, shit. One more pew for yellow. 19
19 absolutely hits.
for 12 force damage.
Matching its health exactly, it dies. And you hear no more shambling of bones.
Ah.
Asmo just kicks the bones over.
Thank you.
Asmo just points at Denier.
Denier gives a bit of a grin. Told you I got your back.
Maybe I should drink those goddamn potions.
This almost feels like old times.
Hey, Denier, how many potions you got?
I've got 3 more left, my man.
Asmo just grabs one without even saying anything.
Oh my God.
How many did you grab?
One? Did you grab
Just
one?
one. Just one. I'm not gonna be crazy.
Okay, yep.
Let's not go crazy.
Alrighty, so that's 2d4 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Before Nara forgets, she's gonna go ahead and cast that mage armor. You know, just so it's done.
Good call.
Just so it's,
while-
you know,
Just,
While you're
just-
standing there and casting
listen.
that, Nara and Wolfgang, go ahead and give me perception checks.
Yeah, that's why I thought, you know. Then I'd go ahead and do that, so I always forget every single time, ever, forever.
Just a heads up, Caitlin. Mage Armor has a duration of 8 hours, so as long as you casted it before we went in on the combat last session, you don't need to do it again.
That's
I'm
true.
I'm pretty sure you had it.
I did. Oh yeah, buddy. Just
I
kidding.
want to save you a spell slot if I can.
I appreciate you. 15.
And a 14.
Neither of you hear anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, great. That's so good.
Cool.
It's great. That means that
Cool.
there's nothing there.
You don't hear anything.
Love that. Love it. 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 Okay. Exactly. I'm gonna go this way and be sneaky, super quiet, going around the walls, going over the thing.
Rolls. Going to rolls.
What do I see when I'm here?
Yeah, you can climb up that ledge pretty easily.
Okay, great.
Not much issue there.
You guys coming or what?
Might as well.
How loudly do you say that?
A very specific whisper.
Give me a stealth check.
Fuck. You know what I mean? A specific whisper.
I'm aware, but you're
yell
calling
for the
back to
judge.
people.
Oh, I hit 2, but the first one was 8, so let's do that.
Okay. I'll give you the 8.
Can we
instead
add
of the
them
7.
together?
You know, that would be wonderful, but I'm afraid that's not the reality we live in.
Fuck.
I'll let you make me another perception check, though.
I would love to. 23.
You hear the sound of an old, like, kind of like, it sounds almost like leather rubbing against leather. This very chitinous creaking sound.
Have I heard this before?
Coming from further down the tunnel. You can make me a nature check. You
Let's
spent a lot of
do
your time in
that.
caves, so you might have.
3.
Nothing immediately comes to mind, though.
That's what I thought you'd say. Hooray! Hooray!
Stuck in your head. One of the biggest earworms of all time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We're just gonna.
I think you can see up to
Yep.
there, Denier.
Think.
You hear the sound as you get closer. You continue to hear that you're in the wall presently, but you're
I'm
able to
in
hear
the
the
wall.
sound of that kind of groaning, chitinous material, as well as the clatter of rubble as you move forward, Nara.
Think a little bit more. What do I see?
Sorry, I'm trying to get Roll20 to let me reveal things.
As long as it's just revealing and not moving, you know?
That's what you get.
Nara looks back and motions like.
You see more cave.
Immediately sticks to her side. Whoop.
Okay, I'd like to roll for all 4 of us popping our heads around the corner like a cartoon.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It goes without saying.
Like
now,
this
Wolfgang's
corner
obviously
right
the
here.
last one.
Yeah.
What would that be?
like this
Performance?
Performance. Okay. We all
I'm
have
like
to roll
wearing the hat
performance.
for all of us.
Yeah. Yes. Correct.
Well, the most serious
You gotta-
person goes last to
Wolfgang
add
is-
more
okay.
effectiveness to the joke.
All right. Performance, you said?
Go for it.
Okay, great. 14.
All right. Nara, you stick your head out diligently. Next. Come on, roll me performance checks, everybody.
Yeah. Come on. Hurry.
Gotta do it in order.
20.
Or not.
Daenerys' ears flicker as he nervously pokes his head around the corner.
Asmo, hurry.
11.
Asmo just pops his head out nonchalantly.
15.
And Wolfgang, you slide your head out and you tip your hat down. And you see... Damn it, I don't want to hide things. I want to reveal them.
I don't believe you.
I know this pain.
You see more cave!
Wow. I never would have expected this.
But you do hear the drips of condensation as you get to this point. And Nara, you can actually see the edge of water. And as you get to that point, Nara, I'm going to need you to make me another stealth check because you get a glimpse of a large lumbering creature that seems a bit stupid, but it's wandering around with that glowing tint in its eyes.
These be really stupid. 16?
It does not seem to have noticed you.
God.
As it begins to...
Nara makes really wide eyes and looks at the rest of the group in totem pole form.
What the fuck?
What?
What the?
I didn't see it. We didn't see anything.
It's really big.
You heard it, right? You have ears.
Yeah, but I
For
don't know
real.
what it was.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Mr. Monster Hunter. You're supposed to know about all these things.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't identify a monster by sound of its footsteps.
Well, I guess you're not that good of a hunter.
I'll be able to describe you based on mouthfeel if we're not careful.
Wait, you what?
I'm talking to Wolfgang.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Mouthfeel be like, good fabric.
Yes, I know what that means.
Great, bit gamey, bit magical.
I cast prestidigitation on my coat to make it taste incredibly bitter.
Oh my god.
That's good. That's good. Tired of all these delicious clothing
That's
lying around.
that's a defeatist mentality.
Oh my gosh.
Assuming you're going to get eaten.
I will point out I am one of the only people in this party that has been eaten before.
Oh, yeah.
That is true.
Asmo kind of got eaten, like a little bit. By that one thing, you know?
Gotta be more clear.
When you got poofed?
No.
Yeah, that time. Yeah, that was the thing.
All right, so Asmo's going to go up to this corner here and look around the corner. To the right.
All right.
And keeps going. Alrighty.
It looks to be a small, very stagnant waterway. You can't see how deep that water goes because it's quite murky, tepid, and very old. It looks like it's just...
Is there water in the ground, you're saying?
Yeah, that it seems to be a pool of sorts.
Water path this way, if anyone wants to find out what exists in a cavern system in the water. Ugh.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Nara's gonna look very closely at the water. Give it a smell, see if there's any weird shit going on with it.
Wait. Remember the last time we found those psychic slugs in a cave and then we found a bunch of water? You remember what was in it?
Exactly. Yes, I know. That's why I'm checking out the water.
The water is very murky. There does not appear to be any movement on its surface, but go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay, great. 14.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything moving in it.
I'm gonna dancing lights and stick a light in there.
Oh, very interesting. Give me stealth with disadvantage.
Okay. 16.
All right. As the lights go beneath the water, does not look like anything reacts to it. You're able to see the light until it gets like you can still kind of see the subtle glow, but as soon as it gets beyond 3 feet, it starts to get really dark. This water is incredibly murky.
Nothing moving in it. No little tadpole babies.
Doesn't look like it.
Mm.
Nothing but your lights at the moment.
Doesn't seem to be anything in it.
Asmo scoffs at the thought of something not being awful in that water. It's like, nah. Everything about this just makes me think the second you step into that water, just all these teeth just go.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no. We're not stepping in the water. But we are going to walk away from it.
There we go.
We're learning lessons here.
Shoot a flamethrower down there just to be safe.
Oh, my God.
It's defeated.
As they're walking away, Daenerys just going to glance over towards Wolfgang. So how do you think Horatio is going to react to this when we tell him about all this shit that's happening right now?
I think he's not going to believe us. And I wouldn't either.
Remind me to pick up that letter from Vin before we get the hell out of here.
The what from who?
The letter. I'm having Venariel write down basically everything that happened to lead up to this time period so I can give it to Venariel back then. And so we can try to stop all this shit.
Oh.
Nara, as you approach there, give me another stealth check.
Okay. Oh.
6.
6.
Please be stupid. Please be
The
stupid.
lumbering beast seems to be distracted by trying to carve a path large enough for itself to walk.
Thank God. Now, is it just on a ledge higher up than me?
Yes.
So I could feasibly attack it from here.
In theory, yes. Is that something you wish to do?
I think so.
Okie dokie. Go ahead and roll to attack.
We're gonna Tango Muerte because I'm just in range. She's gonna take one look back at Asmo.
Asmo just mouths, "What are you doing?"
Picks up Tango Muerte while staring straight at him.
Asmo just shaking his head.
Nara shakes her head.
Uh-huh. Yes.
This is not a Dark Souls fight. Do not trigger the rock. Oh, damn.
Nat 1, 12.
All right. As you throw Tango Muerte, it flies up and clatters against the... it like not only clatters against the stalagmite that is right next to the beast, but gets stuck in it as well. The beast turns, it sees you, and everybody will roll initiative after we get back from a break. Hey guys, Lani here. I just wanted to thank you for rolling with us, and if you wanted to catch us live, you can do so almost every Monday at 5 o'clock Central Time over on twitch.tv/Lanipator. Now, back to the show. Roll initiative now as we are properly starting.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Whoa!
Wow!
Wow.
What is happening?
God, what a bunch of goddamn conformists. 24.
Whatever.
Look at Asmo breaking trends.
So, do we have to roll initiative again to see who goes first among all of us?
That would make it easier.
Nara would go last between the between the three of you, just due to your dexterities. But Wolfgang and Daenerys, either you guys can decide who goes first, or you can each re-roll initiative.
I'll be here.
I'll cede the initiative to Wolfgang.
All right.
Okay.
All right. As the large umber hulking beast turns and recognizes that it came under attack. The flickering green light glows in its eyes.
Green.
Asmo, you are up.
Okay. I don't even know what this thing looks like necessarily, so Asmo is still luckily in
one before a very long time ago. It is an umber hulk. It is a large beetle-like creature with humanoid arms and legs and and massive pincers at its mandibles.
Is it wrong that I want to throw Nara back?
What?
I want to grab you and throw you. Throw you back towards the team. Yeah! Position switch.
That could be your action if you so wish.
Well, I don't really have a ranged equipment right now that I would feel comfortable possibly fucking up. But I can do something else because now that I know he's seen her, or it's seen her, Asmo's going to move around the corner here. You're going to see Asmo do something behind the shield you haven't seen him do in a very, 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 very long time. Kabuto, you see that it's been twisted into its boomerang format. He hasn't used this in a very long time.
Used it a few episodes ago, I think.
Did I? Oh, okay.
I think so.
Then I'm gonna now I'm gonna around the corner while I'm moving for flavor, essentially. Just trying to distract it, essentially. Asmo throws Kabuto.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Natural 20!
Oh my
That,
god!
will in fact hit.
At 30. Yeah,
baby.
That was I'm very happy that worked out, not gonna lie.
All right, 12 plus 7, that's 19 points of damage to this beastie.
Yep. Yeah.
All right.
Did the cold do any...
as-
Can I tell if the cold did extra damage to it or less? I don't know.
It seemed to do an appropriate amount.
Okay.
Go ahead, and as it comes back, go ahead and give me a acrobatics check to catch your blade.
19.
That's enough to catch it.
Can I throw it again since I caught it successfully?
You absolutely may.
You see him just do one of those big spins where someone kick flips into the air to add to it.
Mm-hmm.
Asmo does that for Kabuto. Natural 1.
Oh
and it gets
boy!
stuck in the same. It directly next to Tango Muerte. Just...
Here's some
Nara.
more fuck ups.
Flat face turns to Asmo like, damn it.
As he's really trying to show off catching it and throwing it in the same move, bam, right into the same stalagmite.
So I just run up and hit shit usually.
That ends my turn, I guess. That's it. That's all. If it hit and it came back, I was gonna use it again. But there we go, guys.
All right, Wolfgang, use up. What will Wolfgang do?
Oh.
Connor? Did
Oh?
we lose Connor?
Oh,
There
there
you
you
go.
go.
Oh, he's back.
That was weird. It's my turn?
Yeah.
I heard Wolfgang. Okay.
Yep.
Weirdly got internet connection for a bit. Alright. Okay. Alright. So if I were to move, say, up here, for instance, would I be able to see this creature?
Yes.
Alright. Well, we're going back around for another one. Second verse, same as the first. Fire off some Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast. 14?
14 will not hit as it fires forth. It seems to dissipate on its carapace.
Huh. I'll fire again. 28.
28 will hit.
For 12 force damage.
Alrighty.
One more for Ginny and the Wimp. Soft 20.
Nice.
Soft 20 will also hit.
For 14 force damage.
All right. The first one just doesn't seem to connect. It kind of bounces off the side of its shoulder. Second one hits true, bam, delivering a punch square to its chest. Third one, boom, hits it right in the abdomen, and you can see like some cracking of its carapace.
All right. I'll. Jeez.
Let me think here. Yeah, I'm gonna use the another 10 feet of my movement to shove myself into this corner here, and I'm gonna shout out, "Don't look at its eyes!"
What?
Bit of advice.
You want to know how I'm a monster hunter? Don't look at its eyes.
Okay, fine, bossy pants.
So don't look at his eyes?
That's what Wolfgang shouts out.
Okay, I won't.
Denier.
Denier moves up. He's going to firebolt it. Let's see. That's fireball. I want firebolt. 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
14 points of fire damage. He's going to make sure that Asmo is in view of him. He's going to make sure that all three of his teammates are within visual range of him, and he ends his turn.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna. Oh,
Nara,
shoot.
you unfortunately had already locked eyes with this creature as it noticed you, so you do have to start by making me a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Was my attack not? Oh, never mind. Okay. It's okay. Okay.
27.
Even locking eyes with this creature, you feel some weird feeling trying to overtake you, but you're able to shake that off pretty quickly as you break eye contact with it and try to focus on its feet. Its big, grabby, three-toed feet. All right.
Nara, while you're looking at its feet,
I looked right at it and I'm fine.
is it me?
Yep.
Okay. You said this thing is still the beetle bug thing. Is it alive? Is it undead? What is it?
Far as you can tell, that'd be a check. Nature check, I believe.
Oh lord. 8.
Yeah, maybe.
Fucking hell. Alright. Can I get Tango Muerte to come back to me because it's based on like charisma?
Damn nature, you're scary. Does Nara have the force?
Do I have the force, Nick?
Well, Ray did. So, I mean, anything's possible.
At the moment, since it is currently stuck in an object, I'm going to say you're going to have to go and retrieve it.
Damn it. Then I'll fucking chill touch it. Me. Oh, well, fuck.
What's
7.
the reach on chill touch? That's not going to hit.
120 feet.
Okay.
120 feet, yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to hit.
Well, damn it.
Chill Touch has a very deceptive name.
Yeah, it really does.
What? How big is that ledge in front of me?
It's like directly in front of you. It starts to separate, goes up. Okay, at the point that you're at right now, there's probably about like a foot gap. About here, there's a 5-foot gap.
So I'd have to do like some kind of a check to climb it.
If you wanted to climb it from here, but if you went up the ramp that you're by, you'd be able to make it up no problem.
I'm not going up that ramp. That's where the bug is.
I mean, same if you climbed.
Yeah, but like...
It's directly where he is.
Yeah, no,
Well,
you're
he or
right.
she,
But
I
Tango
don't
Muerte
know.
is where?
In the
That.
stalagmite by it. Both it and Kabuto just sitting there.
Cool. Sick.
Yeah, they're just hanging out.
I'm gonna send Whisper in.
Can you click the ability for me real quick?
Meow.
Gain the ability to call forth creature of darkness to direct your foes. Bonus action, spend 3. Okay, so it's a sorcery point thing, not a per day thing. Gotcha.
Correcto.
Okie dokie. Let me grab a whisper.
Gonna point at Beetlebug.
Meow, meow, meow.
Bad beetle bug. Come here, whisper. Come
I
here.
haven't.
There's whisper. As whisper shakes out of your shadow.
Hi, Mom.
And as soon as you end your turn, Whisper will. Actually, I think Whisper goes. Yeah, Whisper goes after you. Is that your turn?
We're just gonna like scoosh back a little bit, maybe like over here.
Alrighty.
That's good.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Whisper's not going to dash. Alright, that's Whisper. Wait, hold on, no. Jumps down. Whisper gets an attack of opportunity.
All cats do, really, if you think about it. You walk past something, just the claw out, just one, just get you.
Whisper misses. 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. And as it approaches Nara,
Oh, what?
you're the first one that tried to attack it. It
God
took notice
dingles.
of that. That is a 26 to hit.
Of course it hits.
Yep, that'll do diddly hit. And that is only 6 points of slashing damage as it slams a claw down on you.
Oh, fuck.
But as it does so, it tries to go in for a big old bite with its mandibles.
Ew, can it miss?
It can,
Man.
in fact, with a 12. Will attempt to hit with the second claw.
Uh-huh.
That's a 14 to hit. Pretty sure that also misses with your mage armor.
Yeah. It does. I'm just gonna read one
Sounds
thing.
Very convincing.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Okay. Cool.
You just keep those gross mandibles to yourself, bug friend.
All right. 5. And as the water begins to
Oh.
slosh behind you, Wolfgang.
Oh no.
10, 15,
Oh my god.
25.
Oh,
30
bloody
from
hell.
Directly behind you, Wolfgang, emerging from the sloshy.
Oh,
tepid,
imagine that
gross
thing
water.
run. Imagine that thing running at you from the darkness in a cave. Oh, just like, oh wow, we are leaving. Oh god.
And as you're hunkering down, ready to fight this one, Wolfgang, from behind you, you see like just the faintest hint of a claw striking down at your side. Luckily, the sloshing of the water was enough to give it away, and a 11 will not hit you as you're able to dodge out of the way of the first claw. Enough time to kind of look up and see a second claw coming at you. That is a 18 to hit.
Yep, that'll just do it.
All right, that is going to be scroll back to 11 points of slashing damage.
Yikes.
And then it's going to try to go in for a bite as it tries to pull you in with that claw. But a 10 will not get it as you pull yourself free from the jagged claw. And its mandibles connect with nothing.
Oh.
And we're back up the list to Asmo. And we're back up the list to Asmo.
Asmo.
Okay, so weapon of choice starts playing. Asmino immediately goes right after the aboleth that is locked up with Nara.
Umber Hulk.
The Umber. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Aboleths are a bit different. They're like
That's what
angry
aboleths
whales.
sound like.
It starts with a vowel. All right, so Jesus Christ.
Smooth.
Alrighty, so I don't even know if this is a wise thing or I should even be doing this right now, but Asmo's going to activate Action Surge.
Push yourself beyond
snap.
your normal limits. You can take
For a moment
additional
on your turn.
action. All right.
On top, so that means I get 7 attacks, essentially.
Yes.
Asmo, can I sacrifice one of my attacks to switch the shield to a different weapon and go dual wield style with both?
That switching the weapon does take an action.
Ah, shoot. So it'll still be shield then? Unless I have it. Wait, hold on. Never mind. Asmo pulls out the Vorpal Blade instead in the other hand.
There you go.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Asmo, you don't see what's happening, but Asmo pulls out one of the most powerful weapons in his arsenal, even on par with the Chimera Fang and the Vorpal Blade. Strikes in.
15
now what?
will not hit as you swing the blade out. You manage to get a glancing blow on its carapace.
Well, no problem, because Asmo realizes this is a different kind of an opponent. So he hits it again, 25.
25 will hit.
9 points of damage.
As you slice into its chitinous flesh.
Another one, 17.
With the +3 for flanking, that will hit this time.
Ooh,
God
yeah.
bless. 6, not doing as much as I would have preferred. Natural 1.
Oh.
As you swing the blade,
Ah,
kind of clatter it into the stone by your side. The blade doesn't get stuck, but you do miss.
That's a double nat 1 too. That's just,
Oh my god, yeah, that is.
That's quite rough.
I have 3. I luckily have 3 more attacks. Right, or is my attack round over?
You do still have 3 more attacks and a bonus action.
God bless, because Asmo. Okay. Alrighty, Asmo grabs the Vorpal Blade in frustration. It's been a while since he's wielded it, and not usually wielding it this way. 30.
30 will in fact hit with the Vorpal
Yikes.
Blade.
8. 26.
26 will also hit.
10. And the final blade. 15. Oh my god, that's a 2. I rolled a fucking 2. Twice for these rolls.
Just not enough to hit it.
Damn. Damn, that was... Oh, that was not ideal, guys. Sorry, guys. I wanted that to do way more than it did.
You did quite a bit to it as this thing, you hacked at it, like at its joints as best you could, trying to find a clean shot to its neck, but it was just a little too tall for you. But you were able to like really cleave into a bunch of its limbs, to kind of give you a hint as to whether this thing is dead or alive. It does seem to show signs of pain as you're hacking into it. You can see it's kind of like twitching and convulsing, giving out slight chitters as its eyes flicker.
God bless the Vorpal Blade, all the same, and that ends my turn. That's. I mean, I think I used my bonus action for an extra attack then, and that's what I already did. Yeah, I already.
An offhand weapon. Okay.
Yeah, I already did that though. I already used it.
Okie dokie.
I just hit with the Vorpal Blade, so yeah. I think that's. Oh shit! Then one of those attacks wasn't supposed to hit. That last one didn't hit then.
Well, the last one didn't hit anyway.
Okay.
Wolfgang, you're up. Are you
All
focusing
right.
on the one that's next to you?
Well, seeing as how I was trying to take my eyes away from the red one,
Please
I
give me
sort
a
of-
charisma save.
yeah, don't. Oh boy. All right. Okay. 17.
Ooh.
You feel this thing trying to like invade your mind, but you're able to shake it off, and using your training, you power through it.
Ugh. Bloody hell, fucking 2 of them. And Wolfgang will sort of dismiss crescendo in his hand briefly, and he'll hold his hand out towards this thing as a big white, like goldish white magic circle erupts from his hand and wraps around this thing and slowly crushes in as I cast banishment.
Ooh.
It needs to make a charisma saving throw now.
All right, let me do that. DC.
17.
And as you hold out your hand, the greenish light in its eyes begin to kind of flicker as its body begins to flicker. And now, banishment. How long does that last if this is...
It lasts for 1 minute.
Okay. You have 10 rounds free of this beastie.
Nice.
Thank God.
Also, if for whatever reason it was native to a different plane, at the end of 1 minute, it stays there.
All right.
And then I am going to run 25 feet over here.
What?
Just so I don't get hit by anything and lose concentration on that.
What?
You got this, guy.
What?
He doesn't have any
come
other
back here.
attacks.
You just saw me bamf one of these things out of existence.
Yeah, and you're not done.
And neither is Denier, as it's his turn
Yeah.
now, unless Wolfgang
Guys,
wants
look
to
like I
use a
gotta
bonus
help.
action.
You know what? Did Nara take any hits from that
Yes.
thing? Okay, I will
claw, I
use
believe.
one use of my healing light to heal you for D6 as a bonus action. 2.
Yeah. Thank
Heal
you.
for 2. You got this!
Wait.
All right, Denier, you're up.
Denier moves back 5 feet. He keeps all of his allies within his visual range, and he's going to firebolt the thing.
All right, you are in direction where you could see its eyes, so you're...
Uh-huh.
I was going to say make that with disadvantage, but that'd be a 24 anyway, so go ahead.
Okay, doke. 15 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Sheesh.
All right, and this thing, its skin is dried, crackling, burned. Some of its limbs are basically hanging on by sinew. There is not much left to this thing.
I end my turn.
Nara, you're up.
Nara shrugs, pulls out Man's Bane.
Eh?
Go ahead and make me
19?
a charisma save real quick.
Oh, charisma save? I thought I was looking at his feet still. Well, I got a 15.
You made it anyway. All right, 19
Cool.
to hit with Man's Bane.
9?
As you stab into the creature with Man's Bane, the blade itself begins to violently wriggle in your hands. The creature's eyes go dark as it kind of slumps down to the ground, but the blade seems to be like actively, vehemently despising the meat it cut into. Your next attack with Man's Bane will be at disadvantage.
Oh, you only like the humankinds, don't you?
You have failed me.
Well, but you drain the blood of the one person you wanted to kill. That's not fair. I can just leave you here. If you're going to be difficult, I could literally just leave you in the water and no one will ever find you again. Do you want to not have any bloodlust ever again?
The sword is dry heaving as best a sword can.
Oh, God, you're so dramatic.
She'll wipe the blade off.
There, you happy now?
No. Feed me man's blood.
Well, if you do a good job, I'll feed you some. How about that?
Do not lie to me.
What do you mean, don't lie to you?
They can't hear this, right?
It is happening within your head, yes.
Okay, great.
Not to break up this conversation, but we still have a bit of a situation on our hands.
What are you talking about?
That thing's gonna come back in 30 seconds.
What the? Oh my...
What?
Okay.
So is this thing that
disappears into your shadow?
So the red ones, we're not fighting him anymore then. Okay.
Red one
But
is
the
dead.
other one's gonna come back.
Wolfgang,
Are we
as you
fighting
step-
or running?
Running.
Wolfgang, as you step into the water, the cold, tepid water goes up to about your waist. Everything in here is difficult terrain
Ugh.
for you.
Jesus.
Why are you trying to go that way?
Get
Let's
out
go
of there!
this way.
Are we fighting or running?
Running! Nara goes to
Let's-
this corner and peers around. Oh, from
as you
there.
peer around that corner, make me a stealth check.
Okay, I figured you'd say that. 16.
There's another drow head sitting there. Does not
Where?
seem to notice you.
Oh, I
at the
see.
at the far end around the corner that you just peered around.
Okay.
There's another one of.
She'll, like, go back.
There's another one of those drow heads.
What?
Header
Drow
bug.
head.
Header bug.
20,
Head.
19,
And she'll sneak forward to grab Tango Muerte and Caputo.
17. As you get up there, there's also a path up top.
Excellent. Okay.
17,
There's another path up here.
15,
We said head.
Okay. Go.
12.
Go.
11, 10, 9. And as each of you pass around that corner, punk. Asmo, you have not moved far enough. Make me a stealth check.
Oh my God.
I sorry. I was looking at
Sorry.
my stats.
Move, man.
I was moving my sorry, I didn't know that was an active mechanic. Okay. 24, thank God.
Yeah, it does not seem to notice you.
Okay, my B, guys,
Starts
my B.
stomping back up the water.
Okay.
Okay.
What do we see here, from here?
All right, as you get back up, God damn it! Stop giving me the hide tool. I want the C tool. All right, up here looks to be a this area that you find yourself climbing into now. The walls of the cave seem almost deliberately like dug out. You see claw marks along the walls as opposed to just natural erosion or fracturing. It seems these beasts were being used to carve this space to kind of create a an area of sorts. But there seems to be actually some sort of like method to this. And as the sloshing of the water fades, further back around the corner from this direction, you start hearing the carving of stone again.
Oh shit.
That's just where the sound is kind of like emanating. You don't know that that's where the beast is, but in fact, from there you can see apparently less.
Nothing.
Because even though I click on the eyeball, there.
Daenerys glances back at the group. Is it worth the risk to go back and try to get parts from that thing? You said don't look at its eyes, but if we take the eyes, can we do anything with it?
What kind of check would that be?
Nature? Nature or arcane?
They're the same. Oh no! Natural 20 though.
Mwah! Love you, man.
Or the mythical, the magical 20 man.
Yeah, a monstrosity like that. The eyeballs might be able to be used by an alchemist to create various sorts of potions. It could be turned into some sort of magical components of sorts. The eyes can be pretty valuable.
The eyes can be valuable. You can turn them into potions or spell components or something like that, but
Tastes good?
I don't fucking know. I don't
Do
think
with
there's
a
anyone
monster. Jesus.
I don't think there's anybody in the history of the world that has ever eaten an Umber Hulk eye.
Well, that sounds like a challenge.
And he's going back.
What do you?
I asked, and nobody said no.
All right, give me a survival check, Daenerys.
Pulls out his ice cream scoop.
17.
That's good roll, man.
Yeah. You were worried for a moment that the eyes might be completely charred over with the fire that you threw upon it, but it looks like they were protected by a kind of like a thin layer of I guess eyeball flesh. I don't know whatever like the casing around the eyeball protected it.
Sweet
Membrane.
juices.
No, not an eyelid, because I don't think these things have eyelids.
The membrane.
The membrane
The
around
cornea.
the eye was thick enough to protect it, so you're able to gather the greasy golf ball sized, like somewhere between a golf ball and a softball size eyeball of this thing, and carry it in a sack. You now have an eyeball sack.
Nice.
Very nice. And with the carve successful, Denier begins wandering back.
Denier, did you get both of them?
He holds up the sack that he has.
Can I have one?
Are there 2 eyes in there, or are there just one?
You got 2.
She wants to eat it.
Yeah, I want to know.
Tell you what, let's see what we can do with it first, and if I don't have a use for it, I'll let you eat it.
You'll always have. Okay.
Don't wait too long, because I don't want it to get all maggoty and gross.
Asmo just kind of you can tell
I thought you
Asmo's
liked
"Ugh,
that
my
shit."
stomach.
Yeah, well, it's fine, but like when it's fresh, it's different. Eyeballs are the best.
I don't even know how to describe Asmo right now. Like the one eye that's missing is just twitching, dude.
We got pressing concerns here other than eating eyeballs and finding out how they taste.
Whatever, they're like those grape things.
Whatever. There's a fucking cave-in full of fucking drow heads and fucking umber.
Goodbye.
Nara, as you step there, make me a wisdom save.
Oh, Jesus. 14. Well, and I have the thing on too.
Then with advantage.
Yes, 21. That's right.
You felt something trying to probe your mind.
Oh shit! There's a thing. There's a thing.
Why the fucking told you?
Oh Jesus!
Literally.
We're still in the damn cave. There, of course there is.
Well, shut the. Whatever. There's a thing over there.
Could I slide up here and how far does this go? I got detect magic I could fire up.
Does
Goes
that
out
allow
30
you to
feet.
see? Does that allow you to see? Yeah, I don't think it would allow you to see this.
Well, shit. I'll just have this here then.
All right. You see a head through the wall that is glistening with necromantic and enchantment.
Whoa,
energy.
that's crazy. I don't see anything. Wait. I put on my goggles of seeing invisibility.
Nothing here appears to be invisible.
I still can't see anything.
I stealth and begin creeping forward.
You are...
Give me that stealth check.
That's a 14.
All right.
Everyone stealth check?
If you would like. Wisdom save, Denier.
11.
14.
Okay, and
Advantage
you said
to
that
your-
since we're wearing the thing, this is with advantage?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow! That's an 11. I rolled abysmally low.
I might as well just... Yeah.
Oh man.
What's a 20?
Something.
Oh,
knows
no.
No,
you're
that's a
there,
stealth
Denier.
check.
Oh.
Something knows you're there, Denier, and it is intruding upon your mind.
Is there any way that I can use my my stillness of mind to cleanse myself of it?
That undoes charm and fear effects, yes?
I believe so, yes.
Neither of those things are in effect here. You are not being charmed, you are not being scared, you are simply noticed.
Something knows we're here. I don't like it. It feels like it's pushing against the back of my mind. I think we might need to hurry.
Yeah, probably.
All right, let's get to it then.
We even go this way though?
What?
That's only Denier hears this. It's in his head. Wolfgang, give me a wisdom save.
Okie dokie.
With advantage due to your thingy.
20.
You're able to keep your mind sound and your own. Your thoughts are your own.
Asmo, this might be super dangerous for you, just so you know. You don't have one of these things.
Lani, given my knowledge, the amount of time that I've spent with psionics and things like that, do I think, like, does this seem like a magical effect that is currently on me, given that it's psionic, or is it...
Give me arcane with advantage.
26.
You are under the effect of detect thoughts. What information you came in with is no longer only yours.
Oh, fuck.
Further, the sounds you are hearing in the back of your head are that of deep speech, and they are trying to communicate with you, but you do not understand it.
Okay.
Ah, that sound is just really nerve-wracking.
Asmo's turn.
Yep. Wisdom save, Asmo.
Come on, buddy.
19.
You are familiar with things trying to manipulate your brain at this point and are able to shake this thing, like, just shut this thing out. You feel something trying to reach into your mind. You're just like, no, fuck off.
Now get out of here. This fucking rule.
I have a question for you, Lani, that's going... I don't know if I can do this or not, but I want to know if I can try.
I'm listening.
I would like to mentally scream and lash back at this thing.
But you don't even know what it's saying yet.
I think there are
It's reading... If I believe it's reading my thoughts, I want to mentally scream at it as loud as I can.
Unfortunately, it's reading your surface level thoughts, and your, like, it's already got the information. It's just in your head.
Yeah, I'm just being petty at this point.
Wow.
All right, so you just make a really loud mental noise, at which point the creature just siphons back.
I cast the spell magic on myself.
Your mind is quiet. Until it begins communicating again. This particular thing is not part of its... in fact, now all of you are beginning to hear it in the back of your heads. None of you understand it. It's all deep speech.
I was about to say, Nara, do you understand it?
Wait, can I hear it?
You can hear it.
Oh, then I'm going to turn on comprehend languages.
All right, Nara cast comprehend languages, and as you do...
Why do you intrude on my lands?
We kind of got stuck here.
What?
Oh, I could hear it now. I understand what's happening, so I'm
Nara's
just
able
trying to
mentally translate it to all of you. As soon as Nara understands it, since this thing has a telepathic link with a lot of you,
Oh, yeah.
the rest of you can now understand. Although, yeah, communicating with it is strange, just because it's detecting thoughts, essentially.
You are ruining my hive.
How are you around?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Didn't you die?
We have returned by the hand of the powerful one.
Solomon?
Just seems to make a sort of guttural, untranslatable curse.
Gonna go with yes. That sounds like cursing.
His power is insurmountable.
Yeah, that sounds right.
But his
And
playthings are my new hive.
Did he let you have them?
He sent warriors to destroy my hive. Now they are mine.
Wait, who did he send?
The Dark Ones.
Oh shit.
The Drow. So, you killed all the Drow.
Not all. Some serve me now. They are part of my hive.
Got it. So, did he just give up on you then?
He will not reach me when I am done.
Done with the hive.
The hive never ends.
Right. That's kind of a forever conquest kind of thing.
You will join my hive as well.
The later, anybody else? Questions?
That's what just looks like. I don't fucking know idea what you've been talking about. This shit is like it's. Oh fuck.
I think we all know what we need to do here.
The fact that it said that we're going to join the hive
Have civil discourse?
is enough.
Nara's eyes widen real big.
Have civil discourse and not say anything else out loud?
All we want to do is find Solomon.
Yes, that's all we want.
Apparently this thing doesn't like Solomon. We want to find Solomon. So if it gets out of our way, we won't kill its hive.
You make threats.
Nope, not what we said at all.
You threatened death. Somnium Vagus brings death to the hive.
Nara flatlines and looks at Denier like, are you fucking kidding me?
The Elder dreamed of Somnium Vagus. It is known. It has always been known. Now, Somnium Vagus will dream of my hive.
He walks up and just like, not to damage, but just slaps Denier.
Why? You know what? The plate guy was right. Shane Cat.
Shame Vagus. I don't see why this is a bad thing.
As Nara slaps Denier, he just stays there for a second. Renza, runs a thumb across his cheek as he stares at the back of her head. He says nothing, and he just begins walking.
She didn't even slap him hard. Huh. Drama.
You started it! You fucking slapped him.
He fucking challenged him from. Oh my god, what the fuck? How are you on his side for this?
Can we have these conversations when we get out of the cave, please? And
Because
Oh my God. Yeah, sure, whatever.
You scared, Nara?
What's the matter, Colonel Sanders?
Is that what this is?
You know what? Fine.
Nara, as you get there, your superior dark vision actually allows you to see a drow standing at the in the middle of what appears to be a cavern, holding a sword and a shield. His eyes glowing a dim green as he stares blankly forward.
Guys, we got another one.
This one, full body, not just a head on a pike.
He's not just a head, though. It's the whole thing. But his eyes are all green and stuff, so...
Oh, God, is the pike coming?
As you speak, and as you look at it, you hear its voice speaking in Undercommon, as well as another voice, kind of softer, maybe a little towards the center of the room, as well as the voice in deep speech echoing through the back of your head. You approach my chambers.
Oh, is this your room?
It is for now.
Oh, are you gonna, like, get a bigger one and redecorate?
It is under construction.
Oh, was that the beetle guys thing?
There are more. Would you care to meet them?
Not right now, if I'm honest.
They will be known in time.
Yeah, I figured you would say that. So why is this drow here?
They are part of my hive. They will defend. As will you.
Oh, we're back on this again. Okay. Guys, I think we gotta do the thing with the stuff and the
I think that was the plan always.
Yeah, but I was kind of hoping that we wouldn't have to, because we already, like, we fought these guys once.
You've got enough pets, Nara.
Well, I don't have one from another dimension, though.
My fucking stars and stuff.
It's different!
What's on my left, by the way?
Your friends.
Well, yeah, but like down this other little. Okay.
A half-dug cavern.
All right, well, I'm gonna get a better look, see what's going on. If you guys want to stay back there and let me get destroyed again for the millionth time, that's fine.
Asma just scurries on up, stands right beside her. Okay.
Wolfgang strokes his beard for a second.
Hey, shut the fuck up with your beard stroking, all right? I know what it means. Yeah, fine, stay back there. Huh.
She's gonna peer around the corner and see how much she can see.
As you enter the chambers.
I haven't entered the chambers.
In this what?
I haven't entered it yet, right?
Well, if you want to get a better look, you have to get closer.
Damn it. Fine. Yes, here I am. Don't rock me like a hurricane, please.
You can see about there. You can see the other drow standing there staring blankly. This one also holding a sword and shield.
So they're not rooted to the ground then, yeah?
They seem to have all of their limbs intact.
Okay.
Although they're actually, I guess you'd have to make a perception check for this.
Perception check, you say?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. 28.
Oh man.
They're like around their scalp, around their temples, and around their eyes, you can see some very distinct scar patterns.
Oh, the little brain eaty things.
Little brains.
It looks as though, yes, parts of their head have been chopped apart and reassembled.
So wait, that means they died, right?
That's one way to assume, but you know as well as any that the life of a drow includes death many times.
Right. So they're alive or they're undead alive?
Unclear.
What if I did quit scrolling so fast. Jesus. What the fuck?
I have to look at something.
Oh, fuck. Too far away.
Continue
Never
staring
mind.
blankly. Worry not. Come in.
I don't really want to if I'm honest. Wolfgang, they're near.
I mean, we're here.
The hive.
So does it come with like perks or anything? Or is there like extra super fun stuff we get to do from joining the hive? Or is it more of like a
She points at the two drows.
like a standing around kind of a thing?
You gain the peace of unity, the oneness of purpose. Your people seemed much akin to the hive.
Yeah. So, if I had to experience oneness with Wolfgang, I think you would tear your own brain apart.
I'm good.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're amicable. We're, yeah. But like, if we had to join a hive like together, we would destroy you from the inside. Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh. But one of you has already chosen.
What?
Eh?
You
What are you
feel
wait.
violent wiggling in your papoose, Nara.
You didn't.
As the mighty Chronosaur snaps free and begins to grow.
Oh no.
And grow, its eyes glowing green. And it lets out an angered roar in your face.
I attempt to cast a spell magic on little Az.
At what level?
Oh.
Shit.
4th level.
Alright, give me an Arcana check.
Okie doke. I have realized I have been corrected on how I do this, so it is just a straight Arcana roll. 17.
It does not seem to take effect.
What?
Little ass stands angrily and stomps back. Join my hive!
You know what? I think I'm ready to end your hive now.
Floating out from the shadows behind little ass, perching on its back floats a pale, squid-faced illithid in a dark, shadowy cloak. Its face kind of bulbous and not quite right. It does not look like any illithid you had seen previously. There are stitch lines and scars kind of in a piece-shaped sign going down its face, as if its head was assembled from several different illithid.
You will join us, or you will perish.
Yeah. Shut the
Roll
fuck up.
initiative.
All right. Soft
14.
20.
18.
13.
The dangers of bringing a pet into a psionics lair.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wow.
All right. Let's see here. All right, Wolfgang, you're up.
Okay. Okay, indeed. First things first. Let's just go ahead and... What's the range on this? Oh shit. I don't think I'm in range, actually. Nope. I'll need to get a bit closer. Oh yeah, even there, just barely. I'm going to move up 25 feet. And just to get them out of the way,
Hell yeah.
a column of holy fire will pierce through the top of this cave and into both of these drow as I cast Flame Strike.
Nice.
They're going to need to make
Alright.
dex saves.
You're pretty dexterous, but let's see. First one gets a 14, which will not save.
Fail.
Second one gets a 16.
Fail.
All right, both fail.
All right, they're going to take
Who?
19 fire damage and 16 radiant damage on top of an additional 5 radiant damage.
Wow.
Oh my god.
All right, that is quite a bit. Let's see. So that's 19 fire, 16 radiant. These motherfuckers need to make me a... Actually, no, I guess this doesn't have any light effects, but it's definitely painful.
Yes.
35. So 40 damage. Holy shit.
Bonus action, I'm going to use 3 uses of my healing light on Asmo.
Oh, thank you.
Healing you for 12.
That
I
is
like that
dope.
as the burning radiant pyre of light strikes down on them. These proud warriors standing in a almost like defensive position all of a sudden look like halfway worn through, like they're kind of staggered as they straighten themselves back up.
First thing about monster hunting, know when you're done talking.
Yeah. And the time for talk has ended.
I'll summon Crescendo to my hand and end my turn.
All right. do. And as the Alhoon utters that in the back of your mind from the top of the Chronosaur's head, he points at you, Wolfgang. And you must make me a dexterity saving throw as a thin green beam of energy flies forth towards you.
Oh, fuck. Wait a minute.
He's casting Ava Cavadrum, the one that kills people.
I don't
yeah, it's the one that kills people.
I don't have vision on him, do I?
He's casting Inagata Davida.
Not from there.
He's casting. Oh my god. All right. Dexterity save, you said?
Big, yep.
Natural one.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
my god.
Is that a spell?
It is.
Counterspell?
You might have needed to call that earlier before the
Oh.
save.
I'm
I
sorry.
used my reaction to throw a projected ward on Wolfgang.
Okay, he might need that.
Yeah, let's just
This
say
is-
it's. Oof.
If this is the effect I'm thinking of.
It might be. Hold on. It's rolling low so far, at least. Very low. That's good. $60 points of force damage.
I am going to use my reaction to do Tomb of Levistus.
Thank God.
On top of Danir's ward, yeah, this 60 points of force damage. I'm pretty sure it does that just how much does Tomb of Levistus absorb?
120 points of damage.
This beam fires forth, and as you construct this thing, the beam strikes with the Tomb of Levistus, and it begins to crumble and disintegrate until just mere inches from your face, the beam stops.
I've seen Danir do this before, and I just go, oh no.
Yeah, it rolled damn low.
Whose ability takes prominence, Tomb of Levistus or Projected Ward?
The way I see it, Projected Ward kind of cloaks around Wolfgang. Tomb of Levistus is much larger, so I think Tomb of Levistus eats it
Oh
first.
yeah.
Yeah, that spell ain't nothing to fuck with, but you
So
managed to
how
survive
much how much did you say? How much damage?
that one. 60. Or sorry,
60.
I was actually 10 off. 70.
Oh yeah, even if I was at full health, that would have fucking killed me.
Yeah. Wolfgang managed to survive disintegration. Everybody applaud.
Yay!
Hooray! Okay.
That was the Alhoon's turn. Asmo, you're up.
All right. Well, Asmo's gonna just. All right, we got to break from cover eventually. So Asmo is going to. Asmo grabbed, of course, Chimera Fang from the last fight. Quickly.
Of course.
Not Chimera Fang, I mean Kabuto, because Asmo's now about to throw it at what's his nuts.
You actually have to tell me which one What's His Nuts is.
The one who just cast the beam.
Okay. The Alhoon.
Illithid. Or
The
yeah.
Alhoon.
Alhoon.
I'm gonna. Yep. I'm mad at this dude. So Asmo goes for range and 25.
25 will hit.
10 plus 4, 14 points of damage.
The ice doesn't seem to do that much damage to him, but
Okay.
the blade itself does.
Acrobatics to catch it.
Yep. Go for it.
16.
That's enough.
Oh, thank God. Asmo tries again. Hey, you! 25.
Woo!
25 will also hit.
10 plus. Oh my God, yes. Oh my God! Am I gonna do it?
Once again, you slice. Go ahead and try and catch it again.
21.
21 absolutely catches.
And Asmo just overhand throws it again. 17.
That matches, so that hits.
Oh!
Oh
Ching, ching, ching. 10? Well, 9 at least. Now I got my bonus
slice,
attack.
slice. You are you've managed to cut into the kind of desiccated flesh of this creature. It doesn't seem to show signs of pain as you do so, but from the visuals of it, you have done damage.
Alrighty. Because then Asmo just slams his fists together after that, and I use my bonus action not to throw it, but to activate Second Wind.
Nice.
Thank you for the heal, Wolfgang. Now here we go. On your turn, you can use a bonus action to regain hit points equal to 1d10 plus your fighter level. My fighter level at this level is currently 14, so 1d10 plus 14.
All right.
1 second. Yep, 1d10 plus... Sorry, how does 20.
Nice.
That gets me up to a healthy amount of health, but this might be enough to just block one attack. Alrighty, I know, right? And that ends my turn.
All right, the drows begin moving.
Here we go.
How are they looking, by the way?
15,
Going for Asmo. Yeah.
25, 30. And he's gonna take a dash action.
No, wait. Well, let's talk about this.
30 and land right there.
Oh no! Oh, come now!
Asmo, I want you to make a perception check. Actually, everybody go ahead and make a perception check real quick.
I don't think I can.
21.
17.
26.
I think technically being in Tomb of Levistus makes me incapacitated.
Even with the 26, you lose track of the other one.
What?
Oh no, he's gone to the ceiling!
He's gone.
Lose track of him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How is this drow in front of me looking?
Pretty scorched and burned. Like, again, you see the scars on his face. The flesh around them is definitely peeling a bit more now. The wound itself does not look like it is healed very well, but yeah. Speaking of Nara, it is now your turn.
Nara's really upset. Like,
Can't imagine
really, really upset. So, she's gonna do a little...
Damn.
She's gonna do, can I do... Well, we'll find out. Scorching Ray at 6th level. So I'll have 7 of those.
Hot dog.
And I'm also
Wait,
going to...
do you have 6th level spells? Like, are you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool. Just make sure. So long as you have access to them, then yes.
I do. And because that can be one target, I'm going to twin spell it.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
So, that will be 7 times for both the illithid and red boy in front of us. Or Alhoon.
Okay, so 7 each. Let's start with the red boy in front of you then. Go ahead and roll your spell attacks.
And it's 2d6, correct?
Well, you have to roll to hit first.
Oh, wait. What do I have to do for that? I forget. Why is it... No. Oh, that's right. I have to go on my main page to do, correct? That's what we had to do before.
It should be in your attacks and spellcasting column in the middle of your sheet.
Yes, it is. Okay, great. Doink. 25.
25 will hit red boy. Or the drow in front
Red
of you.
boy.
Did I just do 7 and then do the damage?
Let's roll damage as we go, because if you
Okay.
kill him, then some of these won't matter.
Got it. 5.
All right. Boom. Hit square in the face with a bolt of fire.
2, 18.
18 will also hit.
8.
8 more fire damage. All right, roll again.
3, 17.
17 will also hit.
7.
Bam, he is being pelted with fire as he runs up to approach you.
4. 11.
11 is going to miss as he kind of like does a sweet looking spin move to dodge out of the way of that one after eating 3 to the face.
5, 16.
Also going to miss.
6. 28.
Will hit.
12.
That one hits clean as he's like landing from dodging those other 2. Boom, right in the face. You kind of sear straight through the right side of his face. His flesh begins to peel off, and you can see wriggling, like almost tentacle-like vines kind of trying to protrude out of his brain.
And 7. 17.
Just hits.
6.
He continues running forward, although his face is almost purely skeletal now.
Gross. Round 2.
All right, on to the illithid.
23.
Illithid.
23 will hit.
7.
7 points of fiery damage is soaked onto this beast.
13.
Will miss as he's able to kind of like swat it to the side.
19.
As he's swatting that one, this one connects clearly with his chest.
6.
All right.
17.
17 just hits.
6.
As he's trying to pat out the fire on his chest, you kind of catch him in the shoulder.
Let's see, that's 4. This will be 5. 11.
He's able to kind of brush that one away, or that one just goes wide.
Natural 20, 29.
Too high, won't hit. I'm kidding. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh my god. 6 plus 8, which is
14.
14.
All right. That one nails him square in the face, and his tentacles kind of wriggle.
Nat 1. 10.
Roll damage. As that one blows up in your
6.
face. You take
Dude.
6 fire damage.
Shit. That's real not good. Okay. Let's see. I also have a bonus action. So she's also going to summon Whisper and point at the Alhoon.
Whisper.
Fucking kill it.
All right. Whoop. Wait, why did it do that? Holy shit.
Oh no.
I was just trying to scroll out so I could see.
Whoa.
And then the thing just went
Oopie.
back.
You scrolled out too far and you've left the tab.
I did.
I hope.
Apparently.
I was afraid it was just going to be like an 8-panel Whisper, and Whisper is really big now.
It's loading. It's loading. I promise it's coming back.
Oh, it's coming.
There we go. Okay. Oh, Lord, it coming. There we go. Let me grab Whisper for you. And Whisper pops up out of your shadow. And will that be your turn? Or do you wish to use movement?
She definitely is going to move back.
All right.
So we're going to have her go over by Denier in this little cubby.
All right. Whisper's going to leap forward past the red drow, who's going to make an attack of opportunity on Whisper. And miss.
Nice.
The flaps of his skin kind of cover his eyes and just goes wide with the strike. And come on, with a dash, Whisper will make it here, I think. Yeah, there.
Good job, Ma.
All right, Denier, you're up.
I have a question for you, Lenny. How do you run conflicting spells on a creature?
Like if you're both trying to charm one?
Exactly.
You'd have to... I think the higher level spell would take it.
Gotta try it. For my bonus action, I cast Phase Step. And I Phase Step over here.
Alright.
Denier reaches into his pouch, and he pulls out an ebony rod. And he points it at little Az. I cast Dominate Monster!
Ooh.
It seems to have no effect.
Oh.
Oh.
The spell in the rod is not as strong as the spell from the Alhoon.
Shit.
Wow. Damn, it must be rocking something higher than 8th level. Shit.
That's not good.
It's a legendary something something.
I gotcha.
Oh,
Then
man.
that's it. That's everything that I could do.
Alright. Little ass. Stomp. Stomp.
Oh boy.
I guess the Alhoon's technically riding him. 15, 20, 25,
Oh god.
30.
Oh god.
35, 40.
No, no, no.
Well,
No.
don't things have 30, 30 feet movement?
Not when they're this big and dinosaurs.
I wish I had known that. Then I would have changed my direction. Okay.
This sucker has 50.
Yeah, but I can't. Oh boy.
That is a plus 10, 23 to hit, Asmo, as little ass lurches down to bite you.
Well, I'm gonna be doing the reaction block.
No.
Yep.
All right, so you're able to kind of like throw back his bite as little ass spins around to try to strike you with his tail into your side. 17 won't hit though, so you're able to kind of like jump over the tail.
Whoa!
And that's little ass's turn.
Sorry, I was very nervous about that. Ooh.
Okay.
Wolfgang, I'm guessing you spend your turn thawing.
Yep.
Oh my god, you're May. It infuriates me, but I'm glad you're on my team.
Oh god.
All right. Now that you have thawed, everybody
Okay,
please make me an intelligence saving throw as the Alhoon blasts you with psychic energy.
Oh god. Do our halos do anything?
Those with halos do get advantage.
Alrighty.
So intelligence saving throws. You. Oh my god.
Nat 20.
Nat 20 Denier.
Does Asmo
No,
have
nat 20 for me too.
Asmo does
No,
not have one of those.
He doesn't have one. He wasn't in the
He
void with us.
You don't, but you do have Indomitable.
19?
Almost a
Wolfgang
20.
also saves. Asmo, intelligence save,
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting I have Indomitable. Thank you for reminding me.
which lets you re-roll, I believe.
Yeah.
Not quite
Maybe you
the
won't
same
need
as
it.
Advantage.
Oh, I will.
Oh. Okay.
All right, so go ahead and use Indomitable to re-roll.
Hey, the abominable.
Yeah.
The abominable Asmo.
Go ahead and re-roll that save.
I can use this twice though, by the way, everybody. So.
Nice.
Mm.
I want the RNG to reset.
Yes, please.
Oh my god!
Oh
It
my
didn't reset
God.
at all.
It didn't reset at all. Oh, for God's sake! Please let me re-roll. This is such bullshit. Oh.
The saving throw that you fail, if you do so, you can't use this feature again. You can use this feature twice between long rests. It doesn't say that you can't use it for the same save, so I'll allow you to do it again.
Yes, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Come on, baby. Oh.
Oh my god.
Asmo, as your brain gets protruded with psychic energies. Let me check damage again. That is... Ouchies. Where are my d8s? There they are. take 20 points of psychic damage and are stunned for 1 minute.
Oh, God.
You may remake this save at the end of each of your turns.
So I can't do anything, essentially. Oh,
yeah, this is rough.
This is a really bad encounter. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not about not. That's not
It's a
what I'm saying.
dangerous encounter.
There we go. Yeah, that's the problem.
All right. Unfortunately, that would make it Asmo's turn, so you can remake the save now since it would be your turn.
Thank God.
Just try to break free, Asmo.
Come on, baby. Do it. Oh.
With a 12, you struggle, but you just can't seem to shake it. All right. Red Drow. Going for Denier.
Is he moving away from me?
Yeah, you can go ahead and make an attack of opportunity on him.
Yeah. Hell yeah, I will. Crescendo. Soft 20 to hit.
20 will, in fact, hit.
9 slashing damage.
And as he foolishly turns to go fight Denier, you take his head off.
Yes!
Shing! Ugh.
Denier, the head of a drow rolls and kind of hits the back of your boot.
Dinner looks at it, looks at Wolfgang and nods.
I've been waiting to do that for a long time.
What's that supposed to
right.
mean?
Anyway, let's fight this guy.
Hey.
Popping up from behind Asmo out of the shadows. He's the drow assassin. Modified 20 to hit.
Well, I'm paralyzed, so everything's an auto crit.
I'm pretty sure that's only when you're down.
Paralyzed and stun are different. Stuns aren't auto crits, but they do get advantage to hit you.
Yeah, and you took his advantage and got a modified 20, so I still don't think that hits you.
Not if I use my reaction, if I'm allowed to use reactions while I'm
Wait,
like this.
I swear, isn't your AC higher than 20?
It's 19, dude. That's my
yes,
I honestly don't know what my AC is because I don't know if it's aggregating everything that's in my stats. I just don't know, unfortunately.
All right, well,
I thought you had something that raised your AC that you were wearing.
Yeah, I have to have it equipped though, and I do, and now I'm paralyzed, so I can't do anything.
Ew.
I mean, that's the problem. I had the shield. I hadn't switched it back yet, but it does get me up 2, but it matches 20.
While you're stunned, you're incapacitated, which means you can't take reactions.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
you take... That's 28 points of slashing damage.
All right.
Holy shit.
Is it 28 or 21?
28. Nara, you're up.
Okie dokie. Just have to check one thing. She's going to move right here. Right? Yes. Right by Wolfgang. And is going to cast Innervation on the Alhoon.
Innervation.
Yep. That's the inky tendril of darkness.
All right.
So they have to make a dexterity saving throw. On a successful save, they take 2d8. If they fail, it's 48.
Dexterity saving is a +1. He matches on a 17, so I think that's a save.
Shit.
Hold up, he made a save?
He did.
I use my reaction to cast Silvery Barbs. He's forced to do it again, and I give Asmo a advantage on his next saving throw.
Hell
He
yes.
he uses his reaction to cast Counterspell.
God dingles.
Okay.
God. Well, this thing has spell slots, and it's eating a lot of them now.
Okay, so 2d8 then? Because it failed?
Yes, and it's necrotic damage.
Yes.
All right.
11.
The tendrils of inky blackness. First, it seems like it's able to dodge them, or at least dodge from their full connection. Second, it does not look like they are harming it as much as you would like.
So how much is it harming it for?
About half as much as you would like.
So like 5 or 6?
I round up here, so it did 6, but...
So I get 3 points of healing.
All right.
Okay, and now it's not grappled, right? Or... Me. Field save.
The effect essentially ends.
Yeah, okay. Shit puff. And I have to start with Tango Muerte to throw it out, right?
Yeah, that would be your action to throw it.
Okay. It is a bonus action. I'm going to take a spell slot and turn it into sorcery points.
Okie dokie. Whisper's turn.
Okay.
10, 15. Alright, now let's see if it can climb little ass to get to the thing.
Come on, baby.
Yep. Able to climb little ass.
Awesome.
Oh yeah! Fuck him up.
Cat on dinosaur trying to get to Squidly. No, not gonna hit though, unfortunately.
Ah, shit.
Denier, you're up.
Okay, so it is. Alright, so since I've just burned his reaction, Denier pulls out a dragon scale that's been carved into this elegant, beautiful flower, and he mutters to himself, I call your aid, O champion mine, come forth and slaughter my foes. I summon you, Chimby!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
And I'm putting him
Brock
right on
Lesnar's
the dragon.
speed hits.
I put him right on little Az's head, right behind this fucker.
And as these sparkling, glittery bubbles, let me see, where did I keep them? There we go. Kind of swirl around the Alhoon on top of little Az's head. Echoing through the cave, you hear the battle cry of Chimby. Let's fucking go!
Asmo has not heard that for how long? How many decades has it gone by?
It's fucking Chimby.
He thinks he's been shocked too much. Everything going on. There's no way. Hold on. No, stop stabbing me. I hear this.
He's gonna hit him with the Chimstino.
Oh my god.
And Chimby has but one command. Denier yells out, everything fucking dies!
Oh, wait, what?
It fucking goes!
Except for the T-Rex?
And I end my turn.
All right.
Chimby begins.
Chimby goes. Go ahead and roll as you will for Chimby.
Chimby, in his wrathful state, makes 3 attacks with his Fey short sword. First attack with advantage. 19 to hit.
19 to hit will hit.
13 magical piercing, 1 force. Second attack.
Stabs his blade into the shoulder of the Alhoon.
Second attack, 10 piercing, 2 force.
God.
That's 24 damage from the mighty Chimby so far.
Third attack, 25, 14 piercing, 3 force.
The Alhoon is taken by such surprise that in the back of your heads, this thing's confident, hum slowly turns into a.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. You literally wasn't prepared for this.
Yeah.
And Undead Mind Flayer screaming, "What the fuck?"
Take that, you tentacle-faced fuck! I'll be dining on fucking squid at the pub tonight!
Chimby ends his turn in melee with this fuck.
His little ass with a new command, get this thing the fuck off me.
I'm sorry, but I've got a big head and little arms.
Denier, what's Chimby's AC?
I believe Chimby has an 18 AC. That is 12 plus the level of the spell, which is an 18 AC.
Then a 17 won't hit. Okay. Little ass is going to... How the fuck would it even work the tail? I don't know, but little ass is just trying to shake it off.
I mean, he can try to helicopter and smack himself in the face.
Yeah, a 13 won't do it. Jesus, little ass. Can't go for Chimby. Chimby's just like leaping, bobbing, and ducking everything here.
It's like I said, don't piss off a wizard.
Yeah, for real though.
Wolfgang, you're up.
Okay, seeing as how the thing is very distracted, I'm going to shout, "Spread out! It can't stun all of us!" And I'm going to pull out Crescendo, and I'm going to slide up here next to Asmo, and I'm going to try and get this drow off of him at least.
Thank
All right.
you. I have advantage on my next turn.
You are flunking.
You're flunking.
You're
Nice.
flunking him.
I'll take it. First one, Crescendo. 26.
26 will
Or
in fact hit. 29.
8 slashing damage.
22, 30. All right.
Wheel it back around for another one.
Go for it.
20 rain.
21 will
For
hit.
13 slashing damage.
This thing's not looking good.
I might as well try to put it down now. A bonus action gunslinger. Gonna whip out Crescendo, and this is radiant bullets.
All right.
Oh.
Spinning Requiem on your finger. You pull it up. Go ahead, fire.
20.
23 to hit. Will hit. Fire.
12 piercing, or radiant.
And as you spin the spin Requiem in your hand, bring it up right against its temple. Boom! Brains and viscera fly out. They wriggle on the ground for a moment before turning gray and then turning to dust as the drow collapses.
God, that feels good. I'm gonna rush over to... How much movement did I use? That was 15, 20... It's got a... This is a cone. Yeah, I'm gonna... Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to... try and put myself as far up here as possible, so it has to pick and choose who it wants to stun if it gets it back.
Alright.
And that'll be my turn.
The illithid is having... Like, the Alhoon is
Oh,
having none...
Oh wait, no, never mind. I already used my bonus action. Sorry.
Alright. The Alhoon is having none of this fucking satyr, and starts to try to wrap its tentacles around him.
Shit.
26 will hit Chimby.
26 will hit.
Yeah, undoubtedly. Okay. That's 8 damage. 8
Oh
psychic
my
damage. But he is considered grappled. And Chimby must make an intelligence save.
Okie doke. Let's see.
He rolled 3 1s.
Oh my god.
I'm so happy. Wait, no, not
too.
Chimby.
He has my proficiencies. Wow, that is a 9. He's got a 9.
Chimby is unfortunately stunned.
Dang. I know that.
Okay.
Wasted its turn though.
It does have a second attack, this one. Wait, no it doesn't. Never mind.
Yay.
Alright. Yeah, it stopped Chimby for a moment. Asmo, you can try to make your intelligence save again.
Okay.
Come on.
And I get advantage. Thank you.
You don't.
No,
Actually, I think that was
counterspelled.
counterspelled.
Oh.
It wouldn't have
Wouldn't
helped
made it-
anyway,
wouldn't have made it
unfortunately.
unfortunately. Sorry, Asmo.
I really don't like when this happens to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
illithids are the anti-Asmo. Nara, you're up again.
Nara's gonna come forward. No, I'm going to. We're gonna try innervation one more time.
Oh shit.
Wait. Yeah, if it.
He fails his dex save this time.
So that's 48.
Go ahead and roll
Wait.
it.
20!
Which turns into 10.
And I get half of that, correct?
Yes, so you get 5.
I'll take it! What can I do? Fuck, I don't have anything else, huh? Did I move up one already? I'm gonna move up one more. That's it
Alright.
for now.
Time for Whisper to try to attack again.
Come on, baby.
Whisper misses.
Oh,
Sorry, Whisper.
okay.
Denier, you're up.
Okay. Denier is going to pop out, poke his head, look at the Alhoon, and he is going to fire a firebolt at it.
Chimby's just going, "Why don't you go fucking kiss me now, you fuck!"
16 to hit.
Is gonna, like, it's going to seem to get really close, but dissipate as it hits some sort of a magical field around it.
All right. That is going to be the end of my turn. Begins Chimby's turn.
Which ends Chimby's turn as he can try to make. Hold on, let me double check this.
Wow, that's not going to.
Okay.
If he's able to make it, if he's able to try to make it, he's not going to make it.
Yeah.
Does he have fey resistance?
Don't try and kiss me, you fuck off!
Let me check.
I don't think that has anything to do with.
He's only
I'm pretty
immune
sure
to
that's just
charm. He's not immune
Yeah.
to grapple.
Ah.
Alright, so Chimby's stuck up there, stunned and grappled presently. Little ass. With a 17 to hit Chimby.
18 AC.
Misses.
Nice.
Going for that tail. Wow, little ass cannot get above a 10 here today. That's a 15.
Good.
So no, Chimby's just... Little ass is just flailing about like they're on my head. I don't know what to do. Wolfgang, you up.
Okay. Seeing as how nobody took my advice and started spreading out, I'm going to take my own advice and start spreading out. I'm gonna run up here. I'll probably provoke from Lil Ass, but that's alright.
You will. Okay, so Lil Ass chose now to get a nat 20.
Oh.
Okay.
Hold up.
So you're,
I got
you're
it.
get-
I would like to check something real quick.
I will allow you
Hold
to
up.
check something while I recheck the damage of the
Oh my god.
Tyrannosaur.
Everyone's like, hold up, let me check something.
I'm within 30 feet of Lil Az. I believe I can cast Silvery Barbs unless this thing tries to counterspell me.
What will Silvery Barbs do for Lil Ass again?
It will make him re-roll the attack and take the lower number, basically negating the crit.
Unless he crits again.
Unless he crits a second time.
Well, he better not.
Let's see. Yeah, the Alhoon's probably still going to counterspell.
Okay.
It's the only thing it has for its reaction.
That's fine. Burn those spell
Fair
slots, baby.
Burn him up.
those
Fair
spell
enough.
slots on
Alright.
my level ones.
Wolfgang, may the dice be in your favor.
Nay it!
And appropriately with that music, that is 36 points of piercing damage as the dinosaur
Ow.
bites down hard. You're able to kind of like wrench yourself free from its vice-like grip of its bite, but
Yeah, that's cool.
Nara's like, sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. Here I go. Eldritch Blasting the fucking illithid.
go for it.
The Alhoon.
The illithid.
Alhooni. Atuni.
You know what to
Something.
do, Nee.
A big bang boony.
22 to hit.
22 will hit.
For 11 force damage.
Bam! Peppered in the shoulder as it's trying to suck on Chimby's face more.
Second one. 18.
18 will hit.
For 15 force damage.
Woof. All right. Really smack it across the side of the head on that one.
One more for Jenny and the Wimp. 25.
25 will also hit.
For another 7 force damage.
All right. And this thing's starting to look a bit hurt.
Good.
Oh, shit. Fucking
Bang, 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 bang. He's loading on the thing.
It's too late now. It's too late now. Just for my benefit, were either of these drow considered humanoids?
I mean, I guess they're fey creatures, but they are humanoid in shape.
Whatever form they were they classified as humanoids?
Yeah, they had a human shape.
Shit. Okay. Yeah. Nope. Could have done something, but I didn't. All right. Instead, I'm going to use 4 uses of my healing light to heal myself for 46.
Yeah.
Right.
13. And
Right.
that's gonna be where I'm at. Oh,
Since
also
it already
fucking-
has since it already has Chimby pretty much well in hand, grappled and stunned. Do Asmo and Nara dexterity saves. Asmo, I think since
Whoa.
you're stunned, that's disadvantage.
Yeah, I was about to say.
As a
I'm gonna
crackling
dexterity
bolt of
save?
ionic energy. Yep.
Oh, shit.
Oh god.
Okay.
22.
5.
Asmo makes it. Nara does not. Asmo, somehow
Nope.
in your stunned stupor, you're able to kind of limbo under the lightning bolt. So you only take half this damage.
Counter spell?
Yeah, you can try. Give me a Arcana check.
16?
Its counterspell is 10 plus, like the
Is it the
plus
spells
spell
level?
Yeah, is it 10 plus the spell's level?
The level that they're casting the spell at.
Then yes, you succeed.
Oh,
Hell yeah!
Dissipates in the air as it tries to fire it off.
Flips him off.
My god, thank you. I didn't want to take that damage.
Yeah. All right. It can no longer cast that at that. Wait, no. Yeah, it still has one level of that spell left. All right. Asmo, you can try to make your save again.
Do it.
Ah,
Do it.
I gotta believe.
Oh.
I have good news. If you fail this 4 more times, you're out anyway.
That's awesome to hear. I'm really
Yeah.
excited.
Excellent.
Only 4 more times?
I want to
Only
point
4
at the
more
nat
times.
0 on the other side there. That's pretty wild.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Nara, you're up.
Mm.
Cool.
I'm like, I'm cursed. Oh my
That's
god.
so awesome. So, we're gonna throw Tango Muerte at the Alhoon.
All right, so your tentacles dissipate.
My tentacles dissipate?
I'm pretty sure it says if you use your action for anything other than the spell, they
Oh,
stop working.
wait, I can use it again?
It failed
Connect-
the
connected
last
to
one,
him.
so it's
Since
attached to him.
since it's tethered, this damage goes through automatically, I think.
I thought
Oh.
it was you had to use the action to maintain it or something.
Oh, you can use your action
Uh,
on each of your turns to automatically deal 48.
Yeah, I thought that was it.
The spell ends if you use your action to do anything else. Yes.
Yeah. That's what I
Oh,
thought.
okay. So I'll just damage it again.
All right, for 48.
Yeah,
All right, so you do know that it will only take half of it.
that's fine. 14.
All right, so it only takes 7.
And I would get 3 health? 4
round
health?
up. You get 4.
Okay. This is very important for me right now, so...
Slurp.
Whisper's
and I
going
guess
to-
that's all I
Yes.
can do.
You still have a bonus action if you have anything for it.
I don't think I can do anything, or that I'd want to at this point.
All right. Then
Wait, let me look at you. No, that's a full action. Yeah, that doesn't really help me. Yep. Yeah, that's all I can do.
all right, Whisper's going to attack. And that's a nat 1. Whisper
Oh
falls
my.
off of little ass.
Okay.
Meow.
Lands
on his feet.
lands on her feet though.
Of course.
That's the
How
important
do they
part.
do that?
Daenerys, you're up again.
All right, Daenerys is going to move over here, and he is going to firebolt the Alhoon. At least he is going to attempt to, if I can pull up my character sheet for some reason, which disappeared. Firebolt, nat 1.
Oh my
Roll
god.
the damage as it blows up in your face.
Okie doke.
Pulling a Garrick.
10. My arcane ward absorbs it.
Explodes in your
Yay!
face. Chimby,
Yay.
meanwhile, still being grappled. Your breath smells like a dead whale's vagina!
Ugh.
Oh.
And
Oh.
Shimby gets his roll on his turn, I believe.
Calm down.
Yep.
Calm down.
13.
Still not getting there.
Oh my
Ah.
god.
Alright. Little ass is gonna try. Like, is
Please.
the last command he was given was to get Chimby the fuck off him. What the fuck, little ass? Just cannot hit Chimby for the life of him.
Yay.
Damn.
Dear Lord.
Even with advantage?
He's rolling. Okay, he rolled a 5, a 4. Now for the tail. A 2,
Huh?
and a 3. What the shit?
Yay.
Oh my god.
Stop, baby.
It's everywhere today.
Yeah, I guess little
Hooray.
ass is really fighting to, like, get back to itself.
I'm back to
We
mama.
gave all of our luck to Chimby.
Come to mama,
Apparently.
baby.
Wolfgang, you're up.
Shit. Okay. I might as well keep moving backwards since I don't need to be close to this thing. I'm assuming I would have to climb this sort of incline.
Yeah, that's about a 5-foot incline there.
Okay, yeah. Then slamming myself up against this wall would probably take all of my movement.
Alright.
And I'm gonna Eldritch Blast again.
Fire away.
It works. Woohoo! 13 probably not gonna hit.
Didn't work this time.
20 ran though
21 will hit.
for 11 force damage.
Oof. Big hit. Big chunks.
Angry
Big money, big money,
Eldritch
big money,
Blast.
big money.
Soft 20 this time
Soft 20 will also hit.
for an additional 9 force damage.
Nice.
You managed to, like, blast off a quarter of this thing's face tentacles.
All right,
Chimby,
and you.
Chimby just takes a big breath. Oh god, fucking fresh air!
Oh god.
Is it a bonus action to use a potion?
If you already had it out, no, because rogues get that, like.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I will instead then use. It's healing hands. Healing hands is not a bonus action, I don't think. As an action on my turn. Yeah. I'll use the rest of my healing light to heal myself for 3d6.
All right.
14.
Nice.
As Wolfgang said spreading out would be good. This thing is getting desperate. Nara and Asmo, I need intelligence saving throws.
Oh.
But I get advantage because of the thing.
You do.
Oh boy.
6.
12.
Yep, this is gonna be the full blast as you are both
Counter
stunned.
spell?
Nope. It's an ability, not a spell.
Well, fuck.
Sorry. D8s is what I need.
Oh,
D8s is
how
what I roll.
many?
More than you'd like.
Could it be less than 6?
Yeah, it can be less than 6.
That's good,
Woohoo!
I think.
That is 28 points of psychic damage.
Yeah, that sucks a lot.
And both
Oh,
of you
God.
are stunned.
Well, shit. Nara's not looking great, let's just say.
Fortunately, Asmo can't be double stunned. That would be silly.
Yeah,
That's
he
true.
only has like the world's worst rolling migraine. His ears and eyes and nose are just bleeding. Speaking of which, it's your turn, Asmo, if you'd like to try to make that save again, if you're still conscious.
I'm making such a face right now.
Yeah.
How much damage did we take, by the way, from that? I didn't
28.
hear.
Yeah, 28 points of damage that time.
28. Yeah.
Really? 28?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is actually kind of just. I got to get going here. It's like 6:30. I don't know what to tell
I'm
you.
sorry, you're very close. I'll say.
I know. It's just. Fuck's sake! I've done nothing the last hour. That's the problem.
I know, and I apologize. So we'll move on quickly. Nara, go ahead and try and make your save.
Okay. Intelligence save. Boop. 8.
Also does
Wait,
not.
13 technically?
Also does not make it.
Yeah, figured.
Ah, jeez.
Whisper's gonna try and climb back up real quick. Manages to climb up. Let's see if Whisper can actually get a hit in on the Alhoon.
Come on, baby.
Come on.
Come on, Mom.
Does it help that it's
Oh.
flanking with Chimby?
Not when it rolls a 2.
Oh.
Okie doke. Then I'm going to firebolt the Alhoon. 21 to hit.
21 hits.
16 fire damage.
Oh my god.
Somnium Vagus, how would you like to kill the Alhoon?
Yeah! This is going to be a little bit weird. Can I have an entire team tag team on this thing?
Yeah, my
Tell-
guy's
tell me
stunned.
what you would like to
Unfortunately.
happen.
All right, so
So long as it doesn't involve Asmo and Nara.
Yeah, basically.
Denier reaches forward. He flashes a hand forward. The firebolt charges out, blasts this thing's tentacles, freeing Chimby. And Chimby's frozen, so he can't take part in it either. So, I guess Connor can do something in the finish as well. So at the same time that his blast finishes off,
This is just you, so just tell me how
Okay.
you kill it.
fair enough. I'm sorry. So I blast the tentacles in the face. The fire catches on the tentacles and slowly begins to engulf the skull. And as it looks over in the corner of his, as this thing looks over at the corner of its eye at Denier, for the slightest second, the spectral cloak starts to form as Denier slowly starts chuckling. Death to the hive!
And as you see the last remnants of light flickering in its eye in the back of your head, you hear screeching.
Somnium Vagus!
And its head pops like a watermelon. And it falls to the ground in fiery tatters. Little Ass's eyes roll back. It kind of shakes for a moment as it falls down unconscious, still breathing. And here's where we will end today's session.